Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Great. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let us know if any of the three commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want all of them to be about equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any changes you would like to recommend, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. Sure, as people start pouring into the chat, things will start getting a little bit more lively. We got an incredible list of players who have signed up today.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh snap! It's my amazing partner in crime.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Family just left, so I'm doing okay, I guess.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't it great? He's here. Hi, Sunset.
here. Left. One said no.
Why did you leave? Come back.
No, come back. I didn't even get to say hi.
Go chase her down.
Oh, hello.
Huh?
Oh, just so you know, you asked me earlier how I was doing. I'm sorry I didn't respond. I was in a hurry because I woke up like minutes before the stream was supposed to start.
Oh.
How are you holding
Awesome.
up? How you?
So what's your answer?
What is my answer? I am. Difficult, lemon difficult. Let's go with that.
What is this door thing I've just seen in general? Oh god.
What, is something happening in general? Oh,
There-
say it. No, say it.
What is that?
What is what?
Oh my god. Good looking.
Like SG general, or are we talking like Get Great general?
We're talking Get Great General right now.
Oh my god, I love that lighter. The lighter makes me happy.
Dude, no, it should make you happy. No.
Alright, so
What's up?
how can you give me higher status so I can ban myself?
Oh, you want to ban
After-
yourself from the server? Don't leave me.
After seeing that fedora, the fedora.
Okay.
Don't ban yourself, please.
It's a federal offense.
What are you talking about? There's only two administrators in the server. It's me and Sunset Radiance.
Oh my god, my ghost account.
It's receipt of federal offense.
Oh my god. You're right, to be honest.
Man, I miss Rosita.
Well, he's still around.
He doesn't play as much as I can tell anymore, right?
Oh well, he's the mod in the Latin American Skullgirl server.
That's dope.
Yeah.
There's lots of mods that don't play.
As am I.
What?
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
You're a mod.
Yeah.
Why are you a mod everywhere?
I'm not a mod everywhere. I'm not a mod here. I can't ban people.
You are a mod here. You can't
I
ban
can't-
people. Yes, I'm the only one that can do that.
Cause
Hey, can't have everybody swinging the banhammer.
Hillbilly dropping the wisdom. Remember when Fluter Sam mashed USS on Wake Up? Pepperidge Farm remembers. He still does that. He just doesn't play Bella anymore.
Yes, he does.
But he most definitely still does that.
hey, I play Bella now.
That's cool. Do you USS on Wake Up?
Same.
No.
Oh.
You sound disappointed, to be
You should
honest.
USS on Wake
Why do you sound
Yeah.
disappointed?
Up. Because it's funny. It should never work, but when it works, it feels really funny.
Alright, yeah.
No.
You're right.
Oh god.
Do we know if
Nothing.
Sam's even awake? Is he going to be joining us?
He said he would be.
Okay. Well, assuming Sam isn't awake, Sunset, you want to join us?
Maybe?
Okay.
I'm
We'll see what
like
happens.
pretty dead right now.
No.
It's okay, we can all be dead together.
Well, that sounds awfully gay to me, but okay.
Well, you know me. Yay.
Yeah, coming from you, okay?
Sounds awfully gay to me.
I'm really tired.
I love like using that term in like morally ambiguous situations. Because like that sounds awfully gay to me. Sounds like it's supposed to be an insult, but it really is. It's just like,
Well, when you
okay.
use it like, yeah, when you say it like in a random thing like I do, it's not really an insult.
It's funny. Anyone want to pop in this lobby and beat me up?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I fight you?
Yeah, sure.
I'll show you how good I really am at Skullgirls.
You can't take off all your.
Now I'll show you.
Wow, that sounds like a really bad anime catchphrase. I'll show you.
Well, I mean, Sonic
It's
kinda does,
it's from
isn't
Sonic 06 right there.
Oh no.
it? It's not from. It's from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
uses his
that one.
ultimate showstopper, where he goes Super Saiyan, then he goes, "Here, I'll show you," and then he kindly shows you how to do your homework.
No. Yeah.
He does it that.
But Sunset, are you actually joining us?
Yeah, I'm join. I'm just in the middle of a
He's-
thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Finish your
watching
thing.
right now.
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
play
I'm just gonna
JP
die
also.
right now. I'm gonna just jump off the map. And... Nah.
And to be honest, let me just do that.
For some reason, I feel
Near
like I'm dropping
harbor, I do
frames.
Oh my god, I just need one win.
According to
But
the
you
numbers, I'm not
dropping
dropping
frames.
any frames, but it just like visually, my eyes are just like playing at
This is
30
not
FPS
right.
or something. I don't know what's going on.
Very strange. Hey, we in there. What's
What up, Skullgirls? Please. Is it bad? Yeah.
So I've hit the point where existential dread is just setting in.
No, don't. JP, why'd you do it?
JP, there's no such thing.
You know
as
you didn't have to
existential
do it
dread
to
if
him.
nothing exists. Think about it.
Hey, what now? What?
There's no such thing as existential dread if nothing exists. Think about it.
I'm not real.
I shouldn't be existing right now. But I
Yes, you
am.
No, JP,
That's
I will
actually the
kill
opposite
you.
true.
I will kill you if you say that again.
I'm already dead.
People die when they are killed.
There's...
Oh my god. Ah, and you went over. Ah, I waited for the third hit. That was like the only not pressable hit.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Whoa! I think that's the best thing.
I'm booting up Skullgirls as we speak.
Who are you bullying in over here? Because I assume that's the only other game you play.
It's not the only game I play.
That's true. You do play Danganronpa.
I beat that game. You have to beat it. What? You haven't even played it yet.
It's so boring until you get to the trial.
It's not boring. You're boring.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Oh.
I don't actually think you're boring. I think I'm boring. What the fuck?
Oh my god! The extended hurt box of that.
That sucks. Oh, that extra sucks. Ah, you win. I did not play this game. I just got wing. I didn't even get wing 0. You didn't vortex me at all. You just kind of.
I didn't. Yeah. Oh.
Man, why can't I play like I played yesterday?
Figure song. I said travel halfway across the world so you can come to Xanadu.
What?
It's not halfway across the world.
Travel
It's barely halfway across the country. It's actually.
No, it's like all the way across the world. Where are you, Philia?
I find it funny
I-
that like Xanadu has a
practice
higher
with them.
attendance than like I think Salty at this point. We have 14
Wait, Xanadu what?
regulars. I think we might have a higher attendance than Salty if we have like 12 to 14 regulars. Like last time we
Dude,
had 12
Salty's-
people and
Salty's
like 4
dying
people
in
couldn't make it, and New York was supposed to come down to visit Xanadu. You know how cool that would have been?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
I don't want Salty to die though. So.
I don't either. Salty's kind of
That's
like
lame.
I don't know, a staple the Skullgirls local scene.
Oh, oh no. Whoops. Oh, it's not fun.
I'm surprised how unactive Twitch chat is. Usually people are just kind of boring. should let people know the rest of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's real.
Eso cierto. I mean, true. I mean, real.
Lo siento, pero no puedo hablar en español.
Oops, I didn't want that.
This solo double shenanigans. What is this?
Grab tech though. That was really good.
Oh my god. It's such a dumb anti-air. That was actually kind of cool. To avoid those. That's pretty smart. Pretty smart. Not sure what to do.
I'm gonna chomp you. I'm gonna chomp you. Do it.
Don't chomp it. Get anti-air.
Do it. Can do it. Can do it. Can do it.
Not safe. You can just jab out of it.
There are ways to make it safe, okay?
Yeah, if you do, fuck. If you do,
Silly slide or barrel at certain
Oh my god.
or just
no, you have to do it after fridge, then it's safe, actually.
like always.
It's safe after fridge. If you TK barrel, it's safe.
Yeah.
So TK barrel it's safe, and it's like if you do max this in silly slide.
Whee. Oh wow.
Oh, that was really bad. Haha. I got you next time, though.
You do. I believe.
I need to-
Yes.
I'll do you in next time. You got the download.
We'll destroy you next
But
time.
will there be a next time?
Man, you're not cool enough to be an anime character and say that. Now you can. I'm kidding. That's a cute puppy. Too bad I had to kick your ass right now.
Oh man, she's taking off the training wheels. She sandbags against
Taking
JP,
off the train.
but she knows she's not allowed to lose to me.
Yeah, I'm on a unicycle now. I took off the regular. I took off the regular wheel and I'm on a unicycle.
That's amazing.
That's the way to do it.
What was any of that?
Hello. Oh. Right. Oh, it's scary. It's scary right now. I cannot believe that you didn't confirm with Gravedigger.
No!
That was pretty good.
Are you a Divas?
Maybe.
Oh, that was my butt.
Oh, that
my
was.
bad.
Oh.
Oh my god, you matched.
Oh, double low. Okay, we got the tag. That's fine. Oh, you could have punched that. That's unsafe. Let's go to push that. That's unsafe. No. Oh, we take it out. Oh man, double low. Double low is pretty good. Overhead. Okay.
I didn't believe.
You should have just bursted. Actually, would have been fine.
Oh, that's right.
No!
First breaks hyper armor.
Oh my god, you can grab that! It's not safe! No, I went for the low.
Which
Oh,
one?
that's a high. Oh, I went for the grab. That's jump. Oh, you gotta land cancel. There's another one. There's another. That's not punishable. Yeah, yeah.
That's my bad.
Oh, good raw tag. Oh. Excitement. He's for drinking. He's for get more. Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
whoops. I forgot to play. My bad.
It's okay.
Like, actually,
Oh, the other head. Oh, he just kind of went going autopilot. That's another
I
head.
saw a cat on the screen, then I saw the head, and I'm just like, oh, I'm supposed to hit the head.
Also, nice block. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I guess not.
No!
no, this work on Squiggly.
No, Squiggly, why are you so light? Oh, ba 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 boosh.
Alright, you're dead to me. Wait!
Oh my god! What just happened? That's enough.
Oh my god, you're dying.
I play Big Band.
Yeah, you do.
No, shut. You know what?
I heard it in your voice. You're just like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
Shut the.
You think you play Big Band?
No, I really don't know how to play Big Band. I just say train in SSJ, and it counters fortune. I'm sorry.
Es que juegas Big Band.
Lo siento, pero no puedo jugar Big Band. I don't know. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Sí, sí.
Te voy a enseñarte cómo jugar Big Band. Hello.
I'm gonna play hard mode. You ready for this?
Okay.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
I did it. I did it.
Ab.
You didn't start it, right?
Oh, hello.
Hello, Abby.
Hello. You didn't start it, right?
No. We didn't start it. That's a message, Jay.
I am Big Band.
You are a big fan.
I have become. I did wake up as a kid. That would have worked. It's kind of funny. That would have worked.
In the okay. Oh, there. That's a grim. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Ah, I'm peanut punch has come out.
Hello?
That's an Eater. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Barber.
Man, we got a whole fiesta over here.
That's a
Where's the food?
Coming. It's on the way. Let's be real here. We all know JP's the smack.
I'm not edible. That's not remember. Oh, that's a that. That's also that. Ba 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 boosh. Ba 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 boosh. Oh, you had fun here. I didn't see that.
Okay, JP. Why are you down backing against Big Bang? Literally instant overhead all day.
Because yes.
No, wait, ready.
It's almost 4.
Almost
It's-
4. Surprise how
No, it's almost 10.
It's actually. It's actually
Actually wonderful.
12:59 p.m. So there's like a good 3 hours until it starts.
Okay, so there's 20 people in chat. Nobody's talking, but that's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Remember, guys, if you are participating today, please join our group chat. You can find it by typing !GG8 chat. Maybe not. I don't know why it's not working. That's very confusing. That should be working. Oh, it is working. Okay, Moobot was just a little slow today. Click on that link, click join chat on the right hand side. You do not necessarily have to join the group, but if you join the chat, it makes our lives a lot easier. So we're trying to get you into the lobby when it is your turn to shine. What do you say besides I'm setting up training room because I need to warm up? You say hello everyone. I don't know. Whatever you want. I'm just teasing people. Also, there was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, it's still the audio test where we'll do it for another 5 more minutes. So if there's anything wrong with the quality of the sound, if you think any of the commentators are a little too loud or a little inaudible, let me know and I'll make adjustments. Of course, not all our commentators. Wait, are all our commentators here? Is Sam here?
Yes, I'm quitting
I don't know if he just
school.
left.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, okay.
Did I dodge that? Is that what happened? I
Huh?
think that's what happened. I think I dodged that. Is what happened.
You dodged it because you fucking. You know you did. You know you did. You know you did. You know what you did.
Are
You
you
know what I
spy?
did. You know what I. You know what you did.
There we go. Chat's laughing up. Hello everyone.
You didn't have to do it to him. You know.
I can't
Wow.
believe that. I can't believe that worked. To be honest.
Yandeli is
I
I
Okay.
know it worked
Huge
because this
turn
move is
this
garbage.
You thought I was gonna get hit.
No, it has a really bad hitbox, even though it looks really good because
Yeah.
it hits in all 25 directions.
Sunset Solo Fortune is no joke. This is scary.
Oh, get over here. Bob, that's another. There's some more. Oh, that's a great.
Good old fortune vortex. And she's gonna do instant air dash overhead if she didn't get it. It's allergy season.
Oh,
Good kill. Doesn't even do something good. Yeah. Hey there, Blair. Oh, thank you for contributing.
it's a play. It's a play.
Greatly appreciate the 5. What do they call it? This. It's yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the stream. I watched an ad for you guys. Thanks. I don't think we actually make money off of ads. Twitch like policy change. We really only make money off of just bits. It's weird.
What about subscribers?
Oh, and subscribers, of course.
Smash that mother frickin' subscribe button. You're at it.
Smash that subscribe button.
That's our good old friend
Great.
Liam there. Liam also says it's always Bella's turn. Words of wisdom.
So it's British.
I think it's like the only comment from him that we have pinned in all of GG8 Discord. It's just, it's always Bella's turn.
You don't know how hard this is to do right now.
This is amazing.
Oh my god!
Can I just see you guys do like a first to 500 one day? Because like this is just really cool to watch.
Nice grab.
Why'd you go for a mid? Land cancel into a high-low.
I haven't played this game in like a month.
Oh shit!
And by that I mean like right now.
I'm this game in a hot minute.
Yeah. Level 3. No, JP, why'd you have to do it to him?
Yeah, no,
In the last round, and dodge my level 3.
Why does Twitch have in-game currency? You know, that's actually a really funny way of putting it.
What is in-game currency? Didn't even know.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Does Blair like just actually give us bits, or if someone finishes watching an ad, they just automatically give us 5 bits? How does that work?
I don't
But
know.
you can
I think
watch
you get
ads?
bits like daily or something like that. If I remember correctly.
What?
Yeah. forgot
I
the bit
really
system
don't know how
worked.
it works, to be honest.
Oh,
Twitch is its own
the
little
rules.
monster.
Skullgirls break for me? Oh, Skullgirls broke a little bit.
I'm gonna Google
Oh,
it.
se te rompió? Hay que
Oh.
arreglarlo, pues.
No, I think it's fine now.
Blair's chiming in saying, well, you can earn 5 bits for watching an ad. Then it's just yours to do whatever. Oh. Oh. And you kindly decided to share those bits with us. Thanks, guys. Thank you especially.
Wait, how can you watch ads?
How can you watch ads? If you don't have ad blocker on, whenever you start a stream, it'll show up.
I want to jump.
No, screw that.
Exactly.
I'm already subscribed.
I just want
Blair
I
has
just
sacrificed
want
his
to
ad
jump.
blocker for the website.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna bite you. We're gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna do
No me
Oh,
muerdes!
you can buy bits.
it.
Yeah, you can buy bits as
Do
well.
it.
That is true. Emmy
Bite
bought
you.
bits. She shares it. Various streams.
I'm gonna bite you. No. Yeah.
I was too busy laughing in my brain. In my brain organ.
My brain organ.
Wow, you can buy 25,000 bits for 314 euros.
Such a specific number. 314 euros.
Why is that?
It's 314
Alright, it's on, GP.
euros and 85 cents.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess it's
Whoa.
like in dollars, but
Oh. Oh.
It might make sense in dollars, I guess. But like normally when something makes sense in dollars, they also make it make sense in euros. Like a full price game is 60 euros, even though it really shouldn't be. So it's also 60 US dollars.
yeah, I'm happy they didn't do that. It's always like that.
Every time I have a friend come over to the US from Europe, they're always just like, well, time to go to GameStop and buy all of the games because it's literally half price.
Yeah.
Loris. No.
Also,
Turkey.
I don't endorse GameStop, so GameStop, if you're thinking about sponsoring us, I'm sorry.
Hey, I like GameStop.
Why?
Only because they sell My Little Pony things, but they're really shitty, so I don't really care about
They're like a
Finally,
very
something-
scummy company that like would not give me my game for months on end and did not give me my money back for further additional months. On top of that, when I tried to sell them a game, they said if they wanted me to accept the game from my hands, I would actually, because of the quality of the disc, they would have to charge me like $4 just to take the disc off my hands. I was literally losing money to sell my game to them.
Oh god.
That's sad.
GameStop.
It's a good
does not
time.
work.
It's really bad. Who's that failure? That failure is me. Hello.
Wait, Crank, can you do like custom emotes? Now
I have
that
custom
you-
emotes, but they're through Frankerface Z. I stole them from Gulp. Well, I mean, he told me to do it, but whatever.
You just take them.
Yeah, just take them. I can't stop. All right.
No, I mean like if like most streamers have special emotes when you subscribe. I was
Oh, okay.
thinking if there was something like that here too.
We don't have anything like that right now, but I would be more than happy to add that.
Can you do that?
I have no idea.
I don't know how. it
Yes, you
works,
can.
If people
that's a
have
long.
really interesting ideas for subscriber-only emotes, DM me. And
Can you do the fortune thing?
which one? The fortune laughing one?
Oh, the the emote where she's singing her tongue out.
Oh yeah, definitely. We need that.
You should do your gato loops.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
siempre el gato. That is kind of a lot of
Yeah.
sentences.
No,
Oh, okay. I tried to be smart.
How did
I'll,
we do the
I'll,
cat?
I'll not be smart anymore. I'm sorry, Mom.
no. No, Sansa, don't do it.
My mom said to
Sansa,
be
don't do it.
smart, but I think I need to be not smart.
Make your mom proud. Show 'em the El Gato.
Fuck. Alright.
Good.
No. It's fine.
No, please. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, shit.
No, I did. No.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Oh,
I gotta do it to him right now.
Just do it. Just hit him. Just go.
That's
Oh
what
my
I
god,
wanted.
that's so sick! You can convert off that full screen?
Yeah.
That's so sick! Why?
Yeah, because they buffed Sneeze so you can convert off it, like, from a million miles
That's
away.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike,
Okay.
for boosting that move.
Okay, this will be our final match, then we're gonna start
Oh.
the stream. Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
The name has underscores level 5. Who's ready? Let's go. Oh, he's disappointed. A level 5 from Sam.
I'll leave.
Was I?
Bye.
You had 5 meters, and you did level 5.
Have fun commentating.
Of course I didn't level 5. I didn't get a chance to.
Monica,
No,
no.
Sansa, no, don't go.
I'll miss you.
Wait, why not?
I mean, up to you. If you do leave,
I'm-
I'll miss you.
Pretty tired.
Okay. Then in that
I
case,
can barely
have,
formulate sentence.
have a good time relaxing.
Well, so good night.
Bye,
No,
Sansa.
it's not night and it's not good. Yeah, it is. Wait, what?
It's not good. It's great. Or it's gonna get great. As she learns to relax, so she's not tired anymore. I don't know where I was going with that. Ladies and gentlemen,
Fair.
I was about to welcome you to Get Great, but we are not ready to start yet.
no.
Wasn't sure what you guys are saying. What were we saying? I don't know. We have 5 commentators today? No. We have 3. Abby's chilling with us for a while. I'm surprised Penny and Zoe didn't join us. Hopefully they didn't fall asleep while driving.
They were pretty dead tired, dude. Like, they were doing road trip.
I feel horrible for this, but I literally couldn't wait till that happened. Like, he was so excited for this road trip for like over a year, and I'm like, you're gonna hate this after the first day. And he's like, yeah, but I'll be with Zoe. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds okay. And I just knew that after the first day that he's just gonna die. He's just gonna die.
I mean, you know.
And
And please. And please.
that's how road trips work.
What, DP?
Which emote? Someone linked me an emote. Oh my god, I need this emote, you're right.
What did I do, JP?
Yeah, that's a great one.
JP.
Stop it, JP. He's already dead.
He's already dead.
What, JP? What did I say?
But specifically, DM me in Discord if you want an emote suggested. Like that is an excellent idea,
Okay.
but I'm going to completely forget.
Okay.
At player.
JP, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I was asking you a genuine question. What did I do?
I was concentrating really hard while
I
doing
didn't
the
hear
thing.
to be honest, Sam.
No, I heard Sam say that, but I'm just like
Okay.
I was not watching. I'm assuming JP was too busy not getting banned.
you were doing the symbols, and I wasn't even jumping.
Okay,
Of course,
I'm
it was
gonna
in
leave
symbols.
now.
All right, Abby, thank you for joining us for this
Bye.
Thank
stream
you.
thing.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Great. We are now starting. With me, I have my wonderful co-hosts Sam and JP, really talented players.
Holler.
Hello.
Yes, they're great. They help out a lot. And I am yours truly, the Crank Machine. I manage the stream as best as I can. I also run, in partnership with Penumbra, a Wednesday tournament, not Wednesday. Wednesday tournament. Yeah, so what we do on this stream is we try to match you up against an even opponent, even as we can get. There's always some discrepancy. You fight a flat number of games with them, and then we try to offer some sort of constructive criticism. We'll mostly just say whatever we can, and we kind of rely on you asking us questions. Like, so for example, if we tell you something like, hey, you should use DP more, it's probably your job to ask us, so what are good situations to use DPs in, and what are bad situations? And then we can elaborate on that. If you ask specific questions, we can respond like that. And that's kind of honestly what's going to improve your play. But if what we're here to do is just kind of tell you our observations. Like, we can only tell you so much in 3 games, right? That's the best we can do. And we'll try to help you in every way we can. And if you ever have questions throughout the week, we're all available in our public Discord, which you can type into Twitch chat as !Discord. And it will provide a link to our Discord to join at any time. I think we're ready to go.
Cool.
Get our first matchup on stream, which is Santa versus
Oh.
the Man. JP finds it hilarious. Yeah, man. Where is Santa? So Santa is not in our group chat. Remember, guys, if you are participating today, please join our group chat, which can be found with !GG8 chat. That'll link you to our Steam group. From the Steam group, on the right-hand side, there is a big button that says Join Chat. And with that, you will be able to join us. You do not have to be a member of the group. You just kind of have to click that button. And it's great, because it helps us out and makes sure we can invite you to the stream.
I forgot I was supposed to text Penumbra that we were starting.
You monster. Can't believe it.
I got distracted.
Tell Penny you're sorry right now.
I did. I did.
Good.
He
This
was-
travesty has distracted from the fact I didn't join the chat.
Smooth. No one has to know. Alright, so Santa does not seem to be in the group chat. Hopefully they did not forget. Someone check if they're into Discord, if they are, at them. Otherwise, I'm gonna go see if I can add them through Steam.
What? Sorry, yeah, no. You're supposed to Kansas proof.
JP's being bullied by Penny.
They bullied so hard.
Man, Santa's been putting work into this game. Been playing quite a bit just these last 2 weeks. It's 19 hours, it's pretty impressive. A lot of time to put into Skullgirls in just a week, too. Santa Cloud, once again, if you are here, can hear the wonderful sound of my voice, please join the group chat, or DM me or something. I can invite you to the game.
Also, when you're actually doing your matches, guys, make sure you have the stream off.
Yeah. So if
Helps
you ever have
reduce
any
lag.
connection issues throughout your match, the number one thing to do is pause the stream. If you really need to min-max the amount of frames again, pick on the classroom stage. Stage is important. And what else can you do? Oh yeah, play on Ethernet. That's the important one. The most
There
important
you
thing,
go, yeah.
out of respect for your opponent, please play on Ethernet. Like,
Don't be a Wi-Fi boys.
don't be a Wi-Fi boy.
Somebody joined the chat and then left.
That's a problem. Come back. I want you. Alright. Going to see if I can hunt down Santa Cloud. Santa Cloud seems to be offline. They have been offline for quite a while. By quite a while, I mean 42 minutes. We'll give it one more
Man
minute,
with
others will
the
make it another
Digiman picture. It's Penny.
What? Hello?
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Visiting us from out of town.
Well-
Number himself.
Not even out of town. Literally, we're in the middle of Kansas. There's nothing. There's windmills. There's windmills. That's it.
There are windows in Kansas? Here, I thought it was just absolutely empty.
I just like hearing Zoe in the background. There's windmills.
Yeah, that's right.
How are you two doing while we wait for our next matchup?
How's the stream going?
It's going peachy.
Wait, Beaker said?
What?
Wait, what?
It's going peachy.
I did not understand a word.
The stream is going peachy.
What
Oh,
about peaches? Don't you understand?
I'm allergic to peaches. Sorry.
I'm allergic to peach allergies.
How far in the stream are you?
We're almost done.
What?
We started 30 seconds ago.
Like 7 o'clock yesterday. Yeah. I wish I had Twitch chat open. Gosh dang.
That's the mix up right there. It's over.
See, if you were running an Android phone, you could do split screen and watch the Twitch chat while you were talking to us in Discord. Isn't that crazy?
But then I'd have to get a different phone case.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's
never mind.
it's-
Don't do
no.
Okay, we're just visiting. We'll let you guys go back.
Alright, thanks for stopping by. We miss you.
Yeah. On a road trip, we have visit everywhere. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, well, with that visit completed and a minute passed, unfortunately Santa will not be joining us, so we need a very early beginner level player volunteering to fight our opponent.
Hello.
No.
Deadpan.
My skill level is that of a very new beginner player.
Hello. No.
just like no. Not today. So someone like, I don't know, the next row of players would be nice. So if Clock Knight or Code wants to get in early, just
Long
like
shot
play a
volunteers.
second game, or a second set, feel free to pop in. So Code is saying that they're ready. Just gonna...
Delph the Fish in Twitch chat says they can. They have 31 hours.
Oh, Delph the Fish. How about that? Because Delph did not sign up this week as far as I can tell. So let's actually get Delph in here. Delph the Fish, please join our group chat. We will invite you to this whole Shazam. Clock Knight also volunteered. I'm sorry. Let's just get some fresh players in since Clock Knight and Code both have an opponent already. In fact, they will be fighting each other. This name has underscores. Yes, that would have been okay. 70 hours would have been perfectly fine. You already have a volunteer, though. Thank you for volunteering, though. Next time. I think there's one more open lobby slot, but it's the intermediate.
Hey. There's another one in beginner actually. I could take that one.
Is there a second one in beginner?
Yeah, Decon
Oh,
Blues.
it's a Decon
Open lobby.
Blues. Yeah. So the name has underscores. If you want to fight Decon Blues, Decon Blues. I don't know. If you want to fight Blues,
Decon Blues.
hit me up during that matchup. I have invited you, Delph the Fish. Once you're in Skullgirls, hit Shift Tab and click Join Game. Yeah, there you go. You're in.
They're in there. Yeah.
Whee! So now Skullgirls Get GR8 is beginning. All these two players running up.
These
Oh
two
man,
players ready up.
Benny also volunteered as tribute. Man, we had a lot of volunteers.
Oh
this month.
man,
Pretty awesome.
good old overlay right there.
Yeah. Smart call. Definitely pause the stream if you are about to play. So JP, you've been subbing for me for quite a while. This is my first time back in a month because I've been traveling non-stop.
That's true.
Do you know
First
anything
time
about
back
these
in
guys?
like how many months? I've seen Delph play once.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't
The
know
man is
anything about
completely new,
the E-Man though.
The man. I like calling him the man because it rolls off the tongue really well.
The E-Man. The E-Man.
It's like it's very smooth.
I saw a squiggly. Yeah.
Aw, snap. The man has got good tastes, but unfortunately, the
Oh,
first
damn.
thing I immediately have to tell you is you probably should not focus on Solo Squiggly. If you're just picking up the game, which you are, Solo Squiggly is fine for now, but as soon as you start getting comfortable with her, start looking into some of the synergizers with her, because Solo Squiggly is actually probably the weakest solo in the game.
Oh,
Nice
we were
getting
in there.
So the reason that worked is because Delph actually pressed a button. Delph, because Squiggly did not sing, what you can do is actually mash EKG flatliner or super. It'll cancel. You have 4 frames. If you don't understand frame data, don't worry about it. But basically, you have a small amount of time where if you perfectly input her super, you'll get past the Daisy. The reason that's important is because Daisy is actually a really bad reversal. You're only supposed to use it against other supers, kind of. It'll work against most beginners, but as you get to more advanced levels of play, it's not gonna work out for you. So if you have a habit of mashing Daisy, I recommend getting out of it early.
Also, try to avoid using Silver Cord neutral like that. Just
In general, it's
normally.
bad. You'll notice actually as you get into higher level play, more and more people use Silicon in neutral but it's mostly because no one expects it. It's not actually a good tool in neutral.
It's not.
Especially if they're in the air. If they're in the air, they get vacuumed towards you and they land cancel it. It's so bad.
Oh, see, we're trying it. We're trying it. Not working out so well. Also, careful about any block string in a heavy, because that just leads you to getting punished real hard. Ending on heavies are just unsafe in general.
So you usually, if you're just trying to test the waters, trying to see if you get a hit confirm, try to go into a light and a medium and then stop. That will, most of the time, be very safe. There are specific situations where that's not true. But for the most part, as long as you don't press the heavy button, it's hard to punish you. See, like that heavy was really brave. You notice that they blocked the medium, and you still went into a heavy. If they blocked the heavy, you would have been in trouble. Alright, good conversion.
We're also on a pixel of health here.
Yeah,
That's
unfortunately they get chipped down.
that chips.
Remember that specials and supers do chip damage in this game, and they can kill. There are several games
Also,
out there where chip damage won't kill, but it'll still do chip damage, but this is not one of them.
Also, I feel hypocritical for like for saying this, but don't constantly heavy brass.
Yeah, so heavy brass is the heaviest of heavy moves in the game.
Is that right, Sam?
So, no, you're good, Sam. It's all right. Heavy brass. The only time you ever let heavy brass finish is if you're already in the middle of a combo, or if you've tricked your opponent into thinking that you're never gonna heavy brass. Because the thing about heavy brass is you can e-break with it. So you can trick people into thinking you're gonna hit them with heavy brass, and they'll respect it. But then you just suddenly stop and then I don't know, do a grab or a jab, and then suddenly they don't expect to get hit. But they'll get hit, and that's crazy. But for the most part, you should not be throwing out brass at all. Brass, if it gets blocked, will just end you losing most of your life. You'll get heavy counter hit, you'll probably lose 2/3 of your character, if not more. In certain matchups, you'll actually just completely die because of it. And it's very bad to lose ban because of that.
Chris, the only reason I use grabs against you is because
You don't tech them, boy.
you don't tech them yet.
Alright, so Lars is actually bringing up a very important point. I actually wanted to wait till after this match to bring it up. Lars is saying 30 seconds in, this commentary's already going over their head. So, there are 2 important resources that we can provide. A, just the Twitch chat itself. Literally ask any questions like, hey, what does overhead mean? Or what does land cancel mean? The other thing you can do is you can type !TERMS and it'll take you to a fighting game dictionary. It is actually a dictionary of all the terms that are probably used in fighting games. And also, if you've played the tutorial, it'll actually talk about most of the terms we use. So make sure when you guys are watching the VODs, like pause every now and then and look things up that you don't understand. Or just ask questions. Like just DM me, say, hey, what did you mean when you said this? Could you translate it into a way I can understand? Like, yeah, sure. Anytime, buddy.
What is that symbol that Blair has in the chat?
The symbol that Blair has in the chat is someone who's
She cheered.
collected bits, I assume.
Ah, okay.
It's she did a cheer. So
Oh,
that's,
it's a cheer.
that's what you
Yeah,
get.
so they've used bits to cheer us on.
Yeah.
Yes. Question 1. What the feck is a Skullgirls?
Well, I mean,
Lore-wise, or like what is the game in general? I actually don't know which one you're referring to.
Were you hearing? Were you seeing this chat?
in Twitch chat.
Oh, mine stopped loading.
Yeah. It's been doing that today a lot, actually. It's really weird.
Bzz, bzz.
Yeah. And thank you, Twitch chat, for also responding in a similar light, I guess. This is why I love Twitch chat. Like, they usually know more than I do.
It was a reference. Was it a reference? Not sure that was a reference. But
I mean, it's a meme. Like, what's a Skullgirls? Or is it
No, it was a reference to JonTron. So it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, Dontra's played Skullgirls?
No, it's a reference to the one where he's just like, "What the heck is a skull? As a Sonic?" That whole one.
Oh yeah.
The Sega one. Welcome to Sega. We make games, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, cause
Call
what
it
the
that.
fuck's a Sonic? I remember.
Good old EKG Flatliner, too. Okay, so now I want to bring up 2 points. So one was already the terms dictionary, or the Twitch chat, or Discord, etc. If you don't understand anything when you're watching the VODs, please hit us up, and we'll give you advice. Or use that dictionary to like translate for yourself. And if you still are a little bit hazy, don't hesitate to ask us questions. That's what we're here for. The other thing is I want to link you guys to the BNB compendium, and I'm going to quickly put the chat back on stream while I link this. You can type !BNB into Twitch chat at any point in time, even if we're not live, and you'll be provided a link to the BNB compendium. Now, in Skullgirls, these are not the most optimized combos by any means, but they are very good combos for learning all the different links that you're going to be using with your character. These are not all the links, and these are not necessarily the best combos, but it'll help you get used to your character, and that's important. When I tell you use EKG Flatliner, that should automatically click in your head to what that input is, which is quarter cycle forward kicks. I don't actually know. I don't
Yep.
know.
2 kicks.
The 2 kicks? Yeah. So, because of that, because you need to be more used to your character, so you can just be a bit more stronger with them, I would recommend that you guys learn a longer combo. Longer combos let us get into more advanced topics like resets or corner keeps or vortexes in general. There are very advanced terms and concepts that we really can't touch on until you just learn to do a longer combo. And it's strictly because you'll be more familiar with the character. Nothing other than that. The extra damage helps too, I guess.
Hey, Drew.
Okay, so you jumped in with jumping medium kick. I feel obligated to tell you that that's not good, but it actually is really good. It works on more people than you think, just because of how meaty it is. In general, though, you want to be jumping in with jumping leg kick, actually. Jumping leg kick is a disjointed move, which means that they can't hurt you the same distance you can hurt them, and that puts you at a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Has Selfish been switching teams a lot, or is that just making crazy?
No, raw tagging a lot actually, more than anything.
Okay. Raw tagging is risky. If I see it again, I'll hopefully be able to point it
Yeah.
out.
Also, the man got caught by giant step at least 3 times. Recognized that it is an overhead, and he should probably stop down bagging at some point.
Yeah, and heavy giant step is also full screen. Gotta stay in the air against it.
That's a cross up.
Ooh.
Still down bagging, but yeah.
So practice your links, practice your combos. The general rule is if you try to learn a combo, you should be able to do it in training room 10 times in a row. It's really hard to be able to do that, especially when you get to more advanced combos. Like, I still can't do my combo 10 times in a row. But it's still something you need to practice. And it's mostly just so your fingers are more used to your character, so we can start talking about more advanced topics. That's the most important thing. Which zoning you mean? Not sure I understand that question. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, Zone is a brilliant artist. Oh, they're talking about Zone Town.
Oh, Zone Town, yeah. Zone Town, yeah.
Zone Town actually works with Lab Zero for the art of this game. That's actually why Squiggly has a Zone Town skin.
Yep. Deserved.
Thank you for joining us, Diaman and also Delph the Fish. It has played wonderfully, and hopefully we were able to give you some advice. If you have any more questions, please hit us up. I can't emphasize that enough. And anything we said should invoke more questions. You should be like, okay, why did I drop this combo? Or when should I be using Silver Cord? Because I used Silver Cord really early. You told me to jump in with jumping light kick. What can I do after jumping light kick? Like, these kind of questions are what's going to help you grow as a player. Next up, we have Clock Knight versus Code. Clock Knight did jump in. Unfortunately, they left. Get them back on in here.
They were here for a second.
No, Clock Knight. No, don't leave. No, we like you.
We need
We're-
you.
We
Where
actually
can I
need
find
you because you signed up. We need you. Actually, get back in here.
Oh, they're
Good
saying
boy.
sorry. I don't know why they're saying sorry, but
They're saying sorry because they left.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Nah, no worries.
Where can I find Peacock's zoning patterns? You kind of have to just look at VODs, really.
Yeah, you're gonna watch Mr. Peck play a lot. He
Mr.
is kind
Peck.
of the king of zoning patterns, as far as I can tell.
The
Switch Fox Dash also
And-
has some pretty good ones.
Flip Fox is pretty good. Any old video of McPeanut is pretty good.
Yeah. Also, I'll type those names in chat. McPeanuts. Called
Saltien's Apprentice.
Switch Fox Dash, and the other one is.
Oh man, 400 cheers. So thanks.
Oh, Chief Amount, thank you
And
so much.
Thanks for the bits.
Thank
I
you
wish
for
we
the
had the
support.
bits cup thing.
You guys keep the stream going. It's fantastic. Really appreciate it. Yeah. And the VODs are uploaded to YouTube right after the stream ends. They're also already available on Twitch. Twitch records it and stores it as we are streaming. So if you want to watch your VOD right away and hear the commentary, now's your chance. But I also like Twitch because it has chat replay. That's kind of convenient.
So it's good.
I invited Code. I will invite him again. Make sure you go into Skullgirls, hit Shift Tab, and click Join Game.
Which matches have been played and what were the results? This is if you're asking this like it's actually not a tournament. It's just a group gathering for people to learn how to play games.
Yeah. So these are flat. People will always play a flat 3 games. At least this week. And the reason we don't do, what's it called, like tournament style, where it's like first to 2 or first to 3 or anything like that. And the reason for that is because the player that's struggling more should not be punished with fewer games, if that makes sense. It is 3 games this week. That is correct.
We have a lot of people.
What we do, the general rule of thumb is if there's 12 or less people, we'll do 5. If we do 5 games for 18 people, it's gonna take forever. We just can't support that. Yeah, thank you, Nandali. But yeah, Blink. The 2 matches that have been played has been Santa versus the Iman. Oh, Santa didn't show up, so it was actually played by Delph the Fish. And then right now we have Clock versus Code.
Cute, huh? Let's rock.
Alright, so we got Fuqua Peacock versus another Soul Squiggly.
Well, oh yeah, Clock is a Fuqua, yeah, I remember.
So, same thing that I said before. If you're playing a solo Squiggly, get used to this character. It's okay to play her solo for now. But you're going to eventually want to transition into getting a support character. She is very widely considered one of the worst solos in the game.
Yeah.
That is not to say you can't play her solo. There are people who try, and there are people who are insistent on making it work. And props to you, if you can make it work, stick to it. It's just very difficult.
That link's a little hard.
If you would like to know why she's difficult, please DM me later. I will gladly explain why it's complicated. It's kind of like a very, very long conversation. There's a lot of small details that kind of make her a very weak solo.
So Clock, you kind of just run in there really without a game plan. You can totally do that if you had something to set up with it. But since like you're like 3/4 full screen away, you just be tossing out fireballs or shadows, anything of that sort, really.
Yeah, Yo is one of the many players who was trying to make it work smashy. You are correct. But he's mostly doing it just to bully me, I feel like. Like he's telling me not to do it. His neutral would be twice as good if he just literally put an assist with a character he didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
The problem with Solo, I mean, I'll touch on it until I see what I want to make, but the problem with Solo Squiggly is that she needs meter to Vortex. Vortexing is kind of how you play Skullgirls. You can kind of go for Oki setups too, but Solo Squiggly does not have any really strong Oki setups. Without a proper Vortex, and without a proper way to building meter to enforce her Vortex, she just kind of struggles a lot. She tends to be a lot more tricky, gimmicky resets kind of thing, because she has so much screen control. She's still a great character, I mean, honestly. I've been obsessed with her for 5 years, but playing her solo is is like my dream come true. Like, if I can find a way to make her work solo, then I'll do it. But for now, it does not seem like a smart decision. And you're right,
Code,
Yo-Yo
like,
makes it work. If Yo-Yo keeps it working, then go for it, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's no big deal. So Code, like, so you're trying to get past this Peacock zone, right? But you have a couple tools at your disposal that can just make this super simple. So you got your Sirius Sing, which is pretty good. it creates a corner for you. So all you have to do is just SBO in their face, like whenever they're trying to toss anything out. So you don't have to worry about going to them. You can just make them come to you with a wall. So I mean, it makes it easier. Also, you're up backing before up forwarding. Well, you should just be up forwarding straight up because Air Short George tracks the position that you're at that time. So you could just up forward. You don't have to worry about up backing and then up forwarding.
So Draco brings up something in chat. They're saying, if you're not playing to win, how can you improve? That is actually not true, especially in fighting games. In fighting games in general. If you play to win at tournaments, right? Like, that makes sense, because you're trying to get a high score, in a sense.
Yeah.
When you're practicing, though, it's actually much more important to not what's known as autopilot. A lot of people will win because they do what they're comfortable with, but because of that, they'll stagnate. They won't improve anymore. They're sticking to the stuff that they're used to doing. In Skullgirls especially, there's so much every character is capable of doing that if you're not explicitly telling yourself, oh, I gotta adapt to what my opponent's doing, or oh, I have to use this different combo on my opponent because my old combo doesn't work, then you're not going to improve. And also, it's just kind of a psychological thing. If you're playing to improve, you're less likely to beat yourself up after a loss. And that's really important, because if you are beating yourself after a loss, your mindset is not right for actually improving. You can't just get mad at the fact you lost and then expect to play better next time. You have to be calm, think about why you lost, and then think about what you can do to make sure you don't lose next time. That's very important.
That's combo. Oh, we're just pressing buttons still. Whoosh.
Alright, Sam, you play a little bit of Vigo. What do you see?
He's using heavy bind a lot. I wanted to say this a bit. He's been using heavy bind too much rather than using it to hit confirm.
Yeah.
It has too much end lag, so it does. It has too much like ending frames. That's easier to get in on. You only use it to hit confirm, and if you are using it to pressure, end it with something like Larry or something.
Yeah, if you don't want to eat counter hits, you should probably just stop pressing buttons, like what Rebel's saying. You gotta ask yourself why you're getting out. Like, it's likely because you're just pressing a lot of buttons if you see a lot of broken hearts.
That's what the broken heart means, in case you don't know. I don't know how much experience you guys have with this game, but broken hearts mean you've been counter hit. That means you got caught trying to press a button when you shouldn't have been. Like that. But Sam touched on something extremely important. You're right. So Bang 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 is a very interesting move because it's very, very strong, and it puts 3 projectiles on the screen, which is awesome, right? The problem is that if your opponent is not blocking it or getting hit by it, then they have all the time in the world to just kind of jump over it and like air dash across or double jump across or whatever the heck. And that is super bad for Peacock because your opponent has so much time to gain distance on you just because you used Bang Bang Bang. If they're stuck blocking it, then you're fine. If they're stuck getting hit by it, then obviously you're fine, right? But if they are not blocking or getting hit by it, then you were committed to that move. Bang 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 lasts a long time. It's not just the recovery, it's also the active frames. Like, you have so much time to input those 3 projectiles. So don't do that.
You can also stagger it if you feel like they're blocking it too much, if you want to mix it up a little bit, if you're insisting on using it.
Yeah.
If they do block it, you can like... You actually have like a good time frame to shoot the next shot. You don't have to spam all 3 at once.
Yeah. Which is both a blessing and a curse, because that means you're committed to that attack for such a long time.
If you do end up staggering it, you can like cancel after the 2nd shot, so you can. And because they expect the 3rd shot and they're waiting to block it, but because you ended it early, they don't expect that, and you actually have time to recover.
Rabble, play your Painwheel Band, because I need to get used to that, actually.
Painwheel Band?
Yeah.
No one runs that, besides
Rebel's
like Rabble when he's sandbagging.
No, Rebel runs it. Warped Echo runs that.
Whenever he tries in tournament, I only see him run Bayo Band.
What, Warped? Or
oh,
Rebel?
we're talking about Warped. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Oh yeah, Warped does run that. And Rabble, I know, does that for the sandbags and stuff.
Does Chuck run it? I can't remember. I think
Chuck does run that, yes. Chuck does run that, yeah.
Runs it in a trio. Yeah, it is really tricky to build charge against or full screen, you actually want to move around. So, like for example, while you're building a charge, you have all this ability to just move around back and forth. I recommend moving forward because it'll actually put you under the fireball, or just stanceling just before you get hit by the fireball, and just build hard charges instead of waiting to get hit.
So this zone could be tons better if you tossed out shadows. It's kind of pretty meh at this point. Like Squiggly could just dash under and do stuff, or just do that because that works too.
Yeah. Nice stagger with the silver cord. Caught your opponent. Oh, that is unfortunate. That move is not grab vulnerable.
Also, that block string, and I remember talking to you about this before. That block string is not real, nor is it kind of good. So like because it ends on a heavy move, that's fairly unsafe.
Right. That is something we have touched on before. Make sure you're not ending your block strings on heavy moves. If you notice your opponent blocked your light and your medium, stop pressing buttons or go for something really tricky. If you do want to commit to a heavy, it better be tricky.
Also, Clock Knight, something I noticed that you weren't like using very often, especially in your Zotan pen, was your item drops. You can use the medium to hold it, but if you want a more pressure one, you can use heavy or medium to just drop a quick item to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, or hold it. Holding items is going to be
Holding's really
crucial.
good.
Yeah, holding it your item is tricky, but it's also very crucial to improving how you're going to play Peacock. Excellent games from you two. There were lots of other things I wanted to touch on, but we didn't really get a chance into it. So hopefully you guys can show up next week and talk about other things too.
Hey.
Like there were a lot of things that the Fuqua, like JP touched on it, like the whole shadow thing, the making sure you're putting a shadow while you're on the ground and throwing a fireball while you're in the air. And Squiggly, your only option is not just to play a game of tag. You know, you don't have to just double hop over the fireball and just try and gain distance on them. You're actually the most powerful character full screen, in my personal opinion. Robo debatably is a little bit better, but in terms of just covering all options, you have center stage SPO, and that is such a glorious tool against Fuqua especially.
Yes, true.
Alright.
Because the hit stop is pretty good.
Yeah. Once again, thank you for joining us. And remember guys, if you do want to jump into the lobby before we invite you, feel free to do so as long as your matchup is next. Just right click the crank machine or anyone else you see in this lobby and then click join game. From the group chat, of course. Next up we have Deimos versus Guruslum.
Guruslum has been on the Bayo grind. Like,
Oh, the Bayo grind.
yeah, solo Bayo life right now.
Oh man, going full Dante on us.
Dante. Does Dante even still play?
Yeah. What? He was at CEO Taku.
Oh, I didn't even know that, really.
Yeah, he played really well. Then got destroyed by Kenji.
Of course.
Yeah. It's actually, I feel like Dante's main problem is that he doesn't respect vortexes in a sense, specifically vortexes, because every time he gets reset, I got like a dozen hit confirms. The thing is like he doesn't once you get a reset, he just takes his hand off his stick and goes, "That's fair," or like gestures towards the screen. Like he feels like he needs to be publicly acknowledging what happened, but he really shouldn't do that. That's actually so bad for him.
When are they putting New 13 into this game so I can have a strong center? You mean Peacock? She's right there.
New 13, yeah.
I
mean, Peacock's not the strongest zone in this game. Definitely Robo.
Meh.
Robo's just full tunnel vision zone. But
could
Peacock
tell.
is probably the closest to New 13.
Yeah.
Center stage SBO is your main tool. The other thing is like while your opponent's landing, you could do Surya Tremolo. If they're not respecting it, they have to block that low full screen. If they're not blocking it, then you can convert into center stage and use OTG into SBO. If you don't know what any of that term means, of those terms mean, hit me up. I'll try to explain. Because even though it's such a simple thing to do, it's actually very complicated concepts of what's going on.
True. Okay, so I just came back and we're already chairless. So right now, you just kind of painted yourself into a like me. Because without chair, you take extra chip damage, and I noticed you just kind of toss away the chair at random often. So like you're just kind of inviting yourself to get hit a lot. Like if you're gonna go chairless, you better have the confidence to go chairless.
Right, so
That was really
obviously
good.
you're
Oh my
expert.
god.
Where is Sam at?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Wanted to make sure you didn't fall asleep.
No, I typed something in chat. Remember, if you were, if you were like, Twitch chat. I was typing in chat because you guys were talking. I was answering Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't have much to say because I don't play these characters. Nor do I understand what's really going on.
You play a little bit of Bayo. We mostly.
I still don't understand Bayo.
That's fair.
Grab. Okay. So there's one or two ways you can convert with that. I guess you could do that with taunt, but if you, it's possible to be able to convert with what's it called? Blitzer. You could also convert with arm super.
So here's a question I have for you: the wall splat, in terms of just how it functions, is it the equivalent of a crumple? Does it look like a hard knockdown?
No. It's usually you usually get a hard knockdown. Before the chair dance was actually gave you crumple, but now it just like pushes them away. It's like a knockdown.
Well, okay, so it's an untackable knockdown. What if you use OTG in your like if you already used OTG in your combo, is it a tackable knockdown?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I actually play Peacock, Cerebella, and Big Band, Chris. Big Band mostly.
Yes.
I kind
Each chair is
Chris
indeed
mentioned
an
Peacock and Cerebella, but did not mention Band.
Well, to
Right.
be fair, Chris didn't play whenever I started playing Band a lot.
Oh, okay, okay.
Chris was only playing whenever I played Cerebella and Peacock badly. Like, really badly.
Yeah. Each chair toss is anti-air. Yeah, and no to control. Yeah.
Let's see.
M-chair is pretty good for the like Rabble said. M-chair is pretty good for the protection.
Here's something I haven't really started
As an assist?
or talked too much about because most people have been doing it fairly well. Round start is actually such an incredibly important part of the game. You guys need to make sure that you are starting off. You don't have to. You usually want to start off as set or so, relatively safely. If you want to just jump back and see what your opponent does round start. If you have a read, like you know that your opponent always jumps forward at round start, then you can do something that counters it or something like that. And in this case, it seemed like Guruslam was kind of aware of that. Guruslam noticed that Deimos plays pretty safe at round start and faced after him at round start. I just kind of wanted to point that out.
We're not even like 2 strings in though for you to be using super. I mean, you can end with meter, but like kind of removing all of your options at that point.
The only reason you probably don't want to be using your combo that early, or I mean ending your combo that early, is because you can't convert after your super. So you usually probably should try to do a few more strings if you can. If you don't know a thorough BNB, then I highly recommend checking out the BNB Compendium.
Yeah, we don't know anything past this point. It looks like because there's way more you can do beyond this. So that means you don't know about the fly cancel stuff.
I did notice that after the grab, they did flight cancel, but they didn't know what to do after that.
Yeah.
Just kind of let them land.
Maybe we fly for a bit, so but
Good blocks.
this is match 2 right now, but you ever about using Blitzer in that way? And I remember playing you before where you used Blitzer very awkwardly like this. It's better if you do 2 because the second one is -2. The third one is super unsafe. So
The second one is -2 on hit, or only if you like down back.
block on block.
On block, it's
Yeah.
like it's -2 on block if you go at a specific angle, I assume. Right?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're doing like forward and then like down
If
back,
you forward
it's
and then
pretty
forward,
alright.
it's not going to be -2. There's no way.
No, of course not. No, if it's forward back, forward down back,
Or down back. Okay, that makes sense.
or forward down.
Also, Blair, if you lose track of which game it is, just look at the number of wins and just kind of add them up. You'll notice it says 1 win on both sides right now, so you know it's game 3.
That's conversion, sort of. Okay, so we don't know what to do after grab stance then.
Is that always a technical knockdown? That finisher?
Which one?
He did the one where he like turns into the V shape and the slime goes
Oh, with the.
I'll point it out next time.
Oh, that. What's it called? Oh, I never remember those. But it was that forward kick thing where he was just like he hopped away.
So remember that after sweep, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, please. After sweep, you should be able to convert with gigantic arm, and then because you were so close to the corner, you would have actually been able to go into a full combo. So be aware of those options.
Only applicable after OTG.
After,
It depends, but yeah, it's usually a struggle because like you don't have that many options to be able to do it. Like you have arm, but Peacock or Robo could easily read arm. You also have sweep, but that means you sacrifice your chair, and then like yeah, so like
that's the second or third gigantic arm I've seen blocked by that Gruesome. I don't know if Gruesome is just kind of taking it easy, but remember that throwing out supers at neutral, especially ones that put you so close to your opponent on block, are very, very risky to do. You usually either want to combo into it or use it as a reversal specifically. So wait till you know your opponent's pressing a lot of buttons on. Otherwise they will trick you and get really, really hard to punish on. Like something Deimos could have been doing is PBGC into a heavy counter hit punish, I believe.
yeah.
And that would have been ripping you apart. This is a bit more of an advanced thing, but keeping track of how much undizzy your opponent has and like knowing where you are in your combo is going to help you make like really optimized things and just be aware of your routes and options at all times. The thing about undizzy and heavy counter hits is that you get for a heavy counter hit, you get 100 additional undizzy to work with, which means your combo can be so much longer. And on top of that, your first hit will do, was it 50% extra damage or 100% extra damage?
100% I think.
Yeah, I think your first hit will do double damage, which is kind of nuts. Alright, so people are asking, what is PBGC? So PBGC is something that the Skullgirls tutorial explains, I believe, very well. But in case you don't know...
They do.
They do? Okay. I'm going to provide a link in chat for a video that actually explains PBGC very well. I think I have it handy. Let me double check. Yeah, I do. Okay. So check out this video for PBGC. It's very useful. PBGC also lets you talk about much more advanced things, or just push blocking in general, which you can find here. Push blocking is super important. 1 second. So this is a push block video, the second link I provided, and that lets you talk about much more advanced things like absolute guard, or PBGC, and things like that. So in general, if you want to be aware of more defense options that you have, check out this Reddit post I made like 40,000 years ago. It provides links to all the various different things that you could be working on in terms of defense. Best way to practice it is reversal against Dynamo. I mean, yes and no, because different moves have different timings, obviously. So try to just practice it on whatever you're failing again. If you wanted to PBGC Gigantic Arm and couldn't do it, then practice against Gigantic Arm. JP disagrees.
It's actually pretty good because it's a multi-hit. It's a multi-hit move, so like
Yeah,
you can
I mean, any
PBGC
multi-hit move you
at the
can
beginning, in the middle, and at the end.
I guess Diamond Dynamo is a good way to start. I started actually
It
with
is,
Philia
yeah.
crouching medium kick. Because I mean, I just
That's
had
pretty
Philia
good,
on the other
actually.
team. That one's also pretty good
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Really, like any multi-hitting move was pretty nice to PBGC.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. But I honestly think if you want to get like perfect at it, you should practice against what you failed to PBGC specifically. Are Deimos and
True.
Jerusalem?
True, that's
Are they just
kinda-
chilling?
yeah.
Okay.
It's I guess interesting.
Alright, in that case I will kick them and begin our next.
To be honest, true. PBGC parry all of the supers, and that's actually I've tried it and it's actually kind of hard. So
No,
yeah.
it's no.
It's
Well,
actually pretty
okay,
good.
it's hard, but it's so important to be able to do.
Yeah,
I just-
totally, but yeah.
At every top 8 I watch, I'm just like, oh my god, just PBGC parry the fucking beam super. Like seriously, it is not that hard to do, and it'll save your life. PBGC, like all these, I don't know. I get ticked off when there's a really obvious solution, and then people just don't do it.
Yeah, you can. That's why they call it green parry. You can green parry things.
Yeah, green parry is super important.
Thanks for coming, Demos.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Econ Blues is already ready to go. I have
We
no
need-
idea where I am.
Open It's an open
It's
lobby.
an
You will
open
fight
lobby,
Deacon.
And it's what's his name that was in here? The name,
Oh, was that underscores? I believe.
the dude with the underscores, and I forgot his name.
Yeah.
This
I think his name was
username
this
has
name
underscores.
That
Yeah.
one, yes.
Yeah.
I was there. It was there.
Okay, so let's see if this name has underscores.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Let me see if
Shout out to
I'll add
Rabble.
them. See if they're here.
Shout out iDante, Rabble, Bagel Frank, all the Bayos that came together to make a Bayo god.
Oh, you're Guru. Oh, I had no idea. Really?
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious.
Had no idea. Cool. Now we know.
Alright. So Guru, if you want to get back in, help us off, I guess, since we already told you.
Also,
Thanks.
Crank,
Yes.
can we make the Hasoko versus Open like first, just so I get it out of the way?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Then you
I
can
mean,
post
you
them.
know.
Because
To
you
be
asked
honest,
me.
when-
You asked me to do it, so you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I get ticked off when there's a really obvious solution. People just don't do it. I mean, since you're kind of just like backseating a game, it's just like you could have just done this. Like, to be honest, it was really simple. Like,
Well,
Some
okay,
things
so
just seem
not on
easy.
Get Great. On Get Great, I understand I'm teaching
Yeah.
people, right? It's a different context. At a top 8, when it's like, oh, if I block the Robo Beam Super, I die. I guess I'm just gonna die. Like, they just give up. They
Like,
don't even try to
yeah.
push block into parry.
it's like, dude,
Like, come on.
game isn't over until it's actually over.
Yeah, like, there's always a way to turn it around. Unless doubles level 3 is happening. And then you just kind of quit.
It's true. Like me versus Zidian when that happened. The frickin' double comeback when he choked so hard. I'm just like, dude.
Oh, did you run back, like, 3-2?
No, the first match. I think it was the first match, second match. I don't remember. But like my double was like less than 15% health, and he had full Bella, and Ban was dead, and then he just choked. He choked it away.
The best is when they do it for BM. Like, Sunset does that to me a lot. Like, she'll try to
Really?
reset me on the last few hits just to BM me. And then I'll turn it around with solo squiggly with, like, 1 hit away from death. And she just gets no hits to death, and it feels so good.
It's pretty good.
Deacon, you gotta be careful with your teleport because if you just use it neutral without like any sort of hit, what do you call it? Without them blocking or anything, then it's very unsafe.
I guess
'Cause it has
you
that
can
on-
punish this. You
So
don't,
if
you
you
don't have to
use,
hold-
as you landed, if you used gigantic arm, you actually would have hurt Peacock and gone into a full combo.
Crank, what do you call that by the way? Because I keep not saying it correctly.
Oh, what?
Where the ending like frames of a move.
Recovery.
Recovery. Thank you. I've been trying to look for that word the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh,
I think it's just the button.
oh, we don't forward. He could have lane canceled. Yeah, lane canceled that arm. Yeah.
Which move can Robo use to get out of PBGC? You can use out of PBGC. So Robo is a really weird situation. One of the best options she has is standing hard punch, or like level 3 is actually your best option. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that is the best one. Unfortunately, yeah.
Robo has a tough time.
That one's awkward. Sweep is kind of a thing you can do. It's
Yeah,
a
but
little
it's
weird.
so situational because
it's very-
It's only if you're gonna low profile.
Yeah. Crotch light kick is a thing you can do. Stand light punch is a thing you can do.
Standing heavy punch is honestly your best option, or just PBGC into like you. So Robo, you have to like quote unquote try hard it, where you PBGC into only moves that specifically put you into an advantageous situation. Because obviously no pressure is 100% safe.
True.
You can get really close, and Penny demonstrates that.
Yeah.
But there will always be a point where if you were at 0 recovery, you will have enough time to press a jab button or something.
Jab or grab? Grab. I don't
Smashy is
know.
talking about the
Grab.
exact same thing I said. You probably won't use it.
True. The armored one, yeah, usually the armored one is pretty right. Or up forward, or up backing. for
You just
whatever
need a
reason.
raw tag, kind of. I don't want to suggest that because it's not good,
That's
but
not-
it'll work. It'll work as a reversal.
It can, yeah. You
Depends
sort
on your
of
team.
punish the arm.
Robo, I think, is probably just smart with the alpha counter in that case. Just don't bother using alpha counter.
Right. Yeah. Usually, just get her out of there. Like, you could level 3 tag. That's a good thing.
The thing about Robo is that if your opponent knows what they're doing and they're playing at 100% of their game, which will never happen, but assuming they do, if Robo is blocking or getting hit by anything, she should never win. Just the statistics say that she should not be able to escape any vortex. She just does not have the tools for it. So you need to alpha counter.
Robo needs a partner? No questions. I mean, you can ask the questions, but like...
So, me and Penny had this debate for a while, and I ended up agreeing with him in the end, and he says that Robo is actually a better solo than Squiggly is. Robo needs a partner less... She does need a partner, but she needs it less than a Squiggly would. And the reason for that is because Robo's major weakness is damage, and when you're full screen against Robo, Robo is actually at an incredible advantage compared to you. She has to make mistakes for you to escape from full screen. Which is amazing, right? Like, that's so much power.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, so because being solo actually covers a lot of her weaknesses, it's actually okay to play your solo, but I don't recommend it by any means.
You're in for a struggle if you're planning to play solo Robo, to be
You're
honest.
playing hard not play.
Yes. And I've seen people play the solo Robo and not be too successful at it because they either don't have the zone or they don't have the pressure. Maybe we could have punched
Once
this
again, between that gap, you could have used Gigantic Arm. And...
no meter because they already used it before.
Oh, did they? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they already by the time Lenny came out, they already used Arm.
This time they had Arm.
Yeah.
So, Decon, don't commit to that bang 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 once again. Also, tighten up your links. I noticed that you're dropping like medium when you do like crouching medium kick, heavy kick or something. You're dropping it because of the reset, which is alright because you're resetting, but like that implies that you made a mistake.
Yeah. Look, Gruesome, we should be not using meter to kill, but using meter to get health back because you're at like less than 10% health right now.
Oh, that's right. Snaps. Okay. So as a solo, if you snap your opponent's point character, you get, I believe it was nerfed, so you get 50% of your red health back. If you snap an assist, you get, no, you get 60, 30, and if you snap both, you get 75.
Yes.
Yeah, 66, 33, and 75. Yeah. So as a solo character, this is actually one of the main weaknesses that a lot of solos have. You need to be able to build meter so you can use it to heal. It's your only means of healing.
So Peacock is better than Robo at zone? I'd say they could be...
Peacock is not better than Robo at zoning, per se. Peacock is a better character at holding her own, if that makes sense.
Yes.
She has the tools to not have to zone. Robo does, but it's one button, jumping medium kick. If she did not have jumping medium kick, she would just be useless close range. Jumping medium kick. Oh, is it jumping medium kick or jumping medium punch?
Medium punch.
Jumping medium punch, I mean, but I hate that move. That move makes me so mad.
That move is really good.
The move is
because double cross ups are a thing.
If you are above Squiggly and they use jumping medium punch, Squiggly literally just loses. Like you can just literally jumping medium punch all day.
You can.
Because
that's why a lot of people commit to it.
Yeah. The thing is, it gets perfectly into her dead zone, and unless she has Dragon Breath Charge and does a DP, which is her only out of that option, and it'll just set your opponent full screen anyway, so like, sucks. Unless you have a meter to convert with SBL. Like, you have to spend so many resources to escape a fucking medium button.
Sugar button knows.
Too good.
It's a lot of pressure.
You know what else is too
Crank.
good? Our next matchup, Magic versus you.
Oh man!
Wow.
The segues are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Never co-host
Yeah,
again.
you can.
Sam, you're the boss of the stream.
You're right. Oh god. Which reminds me, Crank.
Yes.
You need to give me a link to the mod for the training room because it's so much better. So much better than any. Because every time like I look at my game when they're in the training room, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the training room, and then I look at the stream quickly to like a chat, and all I see is like the modded version. And I'm like, oh, it's way better.
Yeah, remind me after the stream.
Yeah.
Also remind me to like people DM'd me random emails that they want for a stream. Also remind me to do that.
Yeah. Sure. Yes, you can jump cancel JMP. That is a thing. You can jump cancel anything that Robo has, really. You can do some weird shenanigans, but you do no damage, so I mean, like... It'll look cool, but you won't do anything practically. It'll just be like poking her infinitely, poking people infinitely. So
Is that the flying spaghetti monster with Raptor Jesus?
I hope so.
Oh my god! What is
I
that?
hope so. I
don't
really hope so.
Jesus, it looks like a spaghetti.
So we are waiting on you. I'm actually surprised. You's almost always here. I don't
Yeah.
know where they're hiding.
That's why I'm surprised too. Not even in the chat.
She needs armor for more.
They seem to be AFK.
Could be.
Oh, there should be a mod crank for the NMO arena for Be Great.
Well, well, for B grade? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
Because it's the arena.
There's already so much really cool stuff on that. Like, I like classrooms to add stuff because it's so plain.
Simplistic. Yeah.
Shoutouts to the incredible person who did that. Was it Zero Lugia? They won by both.
Zero Leia.
Yeah. They modded classrooms for us because they wanted to help out the stream. It was really cool of them, and it's really funny,
nice.
honestly.
The funky emoji is my favorite part of that whole thing.
I like thonking but cool. Then the thinker, and then also what is it? The blushing one is so good.
But it's not in the mod.
Oh, it's not in the mod. Oh, you're talking about thonky emoji inside the mod.
Yeah, it's great. It's just sitting there like this like tiny little circle just on the chair, just like thinking, just like I don't get this.
The mod makes me so happy. I have an easier time with Parasol, even though I usually hate playing charge characters. Okay.
There's what you.
Early you.
So a very important thing in fighting games in general is finding the character that fits your fingers. This is a surprisingly common thing, and not many people understand why it ends up being that way. But you'll just play a lot of characters, and there'll be a character that just feels right on your fingers. Like when you're playing the character, when you're pressing the buttons, the things you want to do just come out. And it's not just because you're used to them, it's just because they just feel right. And there's no real explanation for this. Finding that character in a fighting game is super important for you. And if Parasol fits you, even if you don't normally like charge characters, perfect.
The thing.
Oh, hey, use here.
That was use here. That was the cross up. That was really low to the ground as well.
I think Penny would be yelling about using M tier. So I think you're supposed to use M tier. You're supposed to use
You'd be using M tier to do your anti-air shenanigans and stuff, which is pretty nice. C-OK, best poke in the game, to be honest. Not actually, but I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for Parasol is really good because it's super fast.
What is it? Standing leg punch, which uses forever. It's probably one of your better pokes. Standing medium kick is your safest 2-hit poke. But it does not have
Yeah, you do not want to use standing leg punch on a block. That's 9. That's fine. Life range starter. It's not cool. It's not, if you use stand light on block, you're having a hard time right there.
So you spending a lot of time in the air. Now, one of Parasol's strongest tools is her air guard. In fact, she's infamous for this. Her air guard has a ridiculous hitbox.
Oh,
try to take advantage of it and jump the opponent. Kind of tough against Parasol specifically because Parasol is such a disjointed character. But in general, it's probably a good way to take advantage of the fact they just keep on jumping.
Yeah. We're jumping a lot. It's a lot of jumping.
Ooh, they
I'm
want
trying to call the jump too.
That's unfortunate. They had needed Parasol to be a little bit closer. If they were jumping towards you, that would have been actually an excellent transition.
So the cool part about fighting, since you're Bayo and you're fighting a Parasol that's jumping a lot, so they likely just want to JLP at you or JHP at you. You can just, when you're chairless, do CHP, because you have the one hit of armor, and just let the other hit follow through. Get a counter hit instantly. That was cool.
Interesting. Not first pay. That conversion takes the game.
Looks like you lost the rumble.
Player 1 wins.
So these players have definitely a better grasp of their fundamentals. I seem to be seeing like a lot more strings and things like that. I do kind of want to see you guys finish a combo. And I feel like that's your next main goal. If you can, you have a basic sense of neutral on like how you should be spacing out your opponent, and you kind of know how to go in once you get a hit confirmed. But if you can finish your combos, like max out it on Dizzy, go into a burst bait here or there, then I will recommend that you jump into the intermediate bracket. Because that's kind of the key point, where it's like you're spacing your opponent kind of well, and you're making the best uses you can of your hits. Then we can start talking about resets, and we can start talking about corner keeps and all that good old shenanigans. What's wrong with Parasol Standing Light Punch? It's slow. That's about it.
It's slow and it's minus on block.
Isn't it like the slowest like jab in the game?
Yes.
Yep. 7 frames, I believe? 8 frames? It's the slowest jab in the game.
Is that the move that has like higher recovery frames if it on like block rather than hit confirm?
I don't know if it has high recovery. It has higher recovery?
Yeah, it has a higher recovery on block than
Then on hit, yeah.
than on hit.
Awesome and really weird.
It is.
Yeah, so KSG is asking, what does minus mean? Alright, so that's what frame data is all about. So minus basically means that, for example, if me and you press a button at the same time, and we trade, right? If your move is minus, that means I will recover faster than you did. And what that means is I'll be able to press a button before you can, and that's extremely important. Now, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. For example, if you're minus, I don't know, 4 or something like that, the fastest jab in this game is 6 frames, or 5 frames actually. So it means that if you're minus 4, you're still quote-unquote safe. You can still get beaten out by supers and things like that. But for the most part, if you're minus 4, you're quote-unquote safe. If you're minus anything more than that, then you're at a if you're minus at all, you're at a disadvantage. And if you're minus anything more than 4, then you're unsafe. And that's the... It just kind of has to do with how many frames your moves are taking to recover compared to how long it's taking your opponent to recover from block stun or hit stun or whatever you name it. That's what minus means. And if it's still complicated, don't worry too much about it. I mean, you can always Google a frame data guide. Like, there are plenty, like literally dozens and dozens of guides that try to explain frame data. It took me 2 or 3 before it finally like, clicked in my head. It'll kind of naturally come to you as you improve this game. When we say minus, just assume we're talking unsafe or relatively unsafe, like at a disadvantage. Oh, you were surprised that the move is minus. Oh, my bad. My mistake. Well, for anyone who didn't know, now you know. I'm sure that many of you don't know. There are plenty of like even high-level players that just like don't look at frame data. They're just like, this is not worth my time to look into. I'd be like, well, you're just only holding yourself back. It's not super important, they're right, but it is holding you back. It just hurts your ability to understand the game. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're not playing the game right. I already know Hakumen from BlazBlue. You all know Hakumen from BlazBlue, right?
Yeah.
Who the heck has Hakumen?
Hakumen is
Hakumen.
He's the Parasol of
Hakumen?
BlazBlue.
Basically.
He's actually probably better because his counter hit, like, charge slash thing does like 60% of your life because that's fair.
I don't know many characters from BlazBlue because I don't play BlazBlue.
BlazBlue's a pretty funny game.
Hakumen's not. Hakumen's not the black slime thing, is it?
No, that's
that's Arakune. Yeah, Arakune.
He's like this really. He's like a cyberpunk samurai. He looks like Genji.
Oh yeah, I actually know who that is.
Actually, looks really similar to Genji in hindsight. That's a weird.
Penny was saying that if Lewis ever played the game, that's who he'd play.
Of course. I think you'd like it too. I think he seems like a very Lewis character.
Hello, Dizzy Senpai.
Hey there, Dizzy. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Dizzy.
I do like this pressure. I do not like that raw tag. That's unfortunate. So raw tagging is a habit you definitely want to get out of your system really early in the game. It works sometimes, and that's why a lot of people fall into that habit, because they only pay attention to the times it does work. The realistic thing is that as your opponents begin to expect that you're gonna raw tag, you're in a lot of trouble. Raw tags can be really easily heavy counter hit every time, and that means just say goodbye to 80% of your characters, and then if your opponent ends in a snap, then your raw tag did nothing anyways, so like what was the point?
Also, KSG, technically, Parasol does have a counter. It's called Napalm. If you're pressing buttons, you
that's
get hit by it.
Reversal.
Yeah, but yeah, reversals in this game are technically counters because if you're pressing buttons, you're getting hit. That's when you should use them.
Well, the thing is, if just because you didn't get hit, that doesn't mean Napalm Pillar doesn't come out, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the difference. A counter.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, that's a good point.
A counter is high risk, high reward in that sense. Where it's like, you don't get hit. It's not like you put out a hurt box or hitbox just in case. Like if I was air dashing over you when you use Pillar, I would still die. If I was air dashing over you when you were using counter, I'd be fine.
The last gem. Egrets stand down. Player 2 wins!
Is he
Who the
not
heck is-
wrong?
What's that?
Ezreal is probably a wet dream for any Bella player.
Would I like Azrael?
Probably. Ezreal's
Uh,
he's real though. I mean, I feel like you'd like Iron Taker more.
yeah,
But-
I keep getting told Iron Tiger's my thing.
Yeah, but Ezreal is the Bella of the game, where he's got like the damage and like the crazy hit confirms of Iron Tiger, but he's also got the mobility and all these like really crazy countery moves that just kind of piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you'd like Ezreal a lot. How about giving Parasol an air dash? Please no. That would be broken. Allowing
That would
her
be
to
dumb,
cancel
and
her
I would not
airstrikes
approve
with
at
an
all.
air dash? That would destroy the game. She can already
prefer
fly,
Hibiki.
by the way.
Practically. JMK is her fly button, basically.
You use JMK to get a re-jump on hit, or you use it on a tier, and then you just kind of fly around with an umbrella, and it's great.
True.
She
I
is
prefer
the-
Hibiki.
As Parasol player, I prefer Hibiki.
Dom? Dom?
On Hibiki. I don't think that's what they meant, but...
Stop your shenanigans, JP.
To be fair, that was the first thing that came to my mind there. Good use of Albus. Albus is a very powerful neutral tool. Already moving on to the first match of Intermediate. I didn't even realize that they swapped out.
Oh yeah. So the reason why grab didn't hurt there is
Sorry,
because they were
sorry.
some hit stuff. You had to wait for grab to work when you're doing that.
Remember that if you are in block stun or hit stun, grabs will not work. You can sometimes start pressing a grab while they're in block stun and hit stun, but they have to recover at least one frame before that your active frame starts. At intermediate level, I will be talking about frame rate. That is very important at an intermediate level.
Yeah.
Sam, you can go
So-
first. I apologize.
So Draco, you don't.
What's that?
You wanted to go first this bracket, but like,
Yeah, no, they were too quick. They were far too quick. I just
Yeah.
didn't think.
Draco, there's kind of no reason for you to be ending on meter this early on because now you're at meter disadvantage right now. So like, if you really wanted to do that string again, you can't. So that seems to be the only thing you know so far.
Rico is surprisingly familiar with this game. Did not get that link. You do have to air dash forward a little. It seemed like you read.
Yeah.
Oh, what a burst bait! That's amazing. I think you accidentally used heavy brass instead of medium brass there. Medium brass lets you convert off of OTG. If you did use medium brass, I apologize.
Why does it let you convert?
Heavy brass is more recovery. Medium brass, you have enough time to take advantage of the OTG. It's a tough link anyways. I'm going from OTG into a medium. On band, it's borderline impossible. It can be done, but you only have like one to do it. That looks really funny.
She just kind of stops in the middle of it, just like, you know what, nah.
Yeah, it was because there was a corpse, and corpses have to stay animated in a knockdown state. So because of that, the super looked really weird because the super's supposed to restand. It's a hit grab, but it doesn't. The other thing is, the reason it stops mid-super is because, for anyone who doesn't know, supers that stop time this game will finish after victory, and supers that don't stop time they're just easy to interrupt. Like if the time runs out or if the game just ends, then the super will just stop. That has to do with how hit stop is handled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, after that, you had to use crouching hard punch and then E-break into the Or Giants, so Giants that would have been actually completely fine. But you were definitely way too far away from it. Being aware of that spacing is going to help you a lot. Oh my god. Living on a prayer. Let's convert the mid-screen. Let's go. So you're running low on Dizzy. Oh, they actually wanted to finish the combo into sliding knockdown and go for OT. But keep in mind that if you use OTG already in your combo, which you did, sliding knockdowns are technical, but it's really hard to chase them. So if you want to go for an OP setup, work on trying to find a route that does not use OTG. They do exist, they just do a lot less damage, and that's honestly okay. Did that use OTG? Was that a little slow? I'm not actually sure. Wasn't paying attention.
Don't think so. You saying stun.
Okay. We're back at neutral. So I'm seeing a lot of standing hard kicks from neutral. If anything that's not like some sort of movement option, I recommend throwing out what's it called, standing medium kick because it's fast. And also, if your opponent's moving, not moving backwards, Brass will hit full screen out of standing medium punch if you power cancel. The rarely used trick because most people know to just jump backwards. Wow. So both Rainy and their opponent had Draco. Yeah. Draco.
Good Draco.
Both of you were sitting on 5 meter. Sitting on a rainbow for a while. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing if your set play leads into it, but your set play didn't lead into it. You just kind of had 5 meter and didn't know what to do with it. Start just adding on a little bit of extra damage. There's almost no reason you should really be above 4 meter at most. Start throwing in, like, start finishing your combos, maybe using super here or there as a reversal, things like that. The thing is, your meter gives you options, and if you're not taking advantage of those options, that's the reason that meter is building up. That means you had much more option to apply pressure and be aggressive, or you had more option to get out of pressure, like SSJ as a reversal or something like that. For Eliza, having 3 meter is a godsend, because Eliza needs 3 meter to reversal. It's only true reversal. DP kind of works, but not nearly as good. Also, is JP dead? No, actually. JP normally
No, I'm just working out a thing right now. Hold on.
Okay. Get to the A train, go for a sliding knockdown. Punish low. As we were saying earlier, please do not end your block strings in a heavy. Get used to paying really close attention to seeing if they're blocking. It will come out of habit, but it's something you gotta practice. You gotta tell yourself, no, I'm not gonna press a heavy one unless I hit confirm. It kind of sucks sometimes because it makes combos harder to earn, obviously, but it's very important.
Depending on the character, you can also cancel it into save special.
Yeah. Band in particular, you can cancel it into light brass, which is -2. Relatively safe. I actually recommend ending on hard kick if you notice that you're in a block string. So that's once again, you still need to pick them. Crouching kick specifically, and then go into light brass. It'll get you a little bit of extra damage, and it'll also hit load, which is sneaky. But you won't be able to convert off of it, it's just a good neutral tool. You realize that you blocked your light and medium. If you feel really brave, you can also, after you're hard, after you're heavy, you can E-break to light. It's actually even better to do it after medium or something like that. It's a little bit less confusing. That super does so much damage, even at full scaling.
These matches have all ended at the exact same same time.
Same note.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you two for playing. Those were excellent games. We had planned to contribute there. I wish JP was here, because JP knows all the Eliza.
Okay, fight me Ahsoka.
Alright, so next up is going to be Hisoka versus Sam. We're skipping Cells versus Screw Names. That will come right after this matchup. Sam just wants to get it out of the way. It's fair. I don't mind. It's not a problem, I don't mind. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Where's Hisoka?
I have invited him. He's
Excellent.
on my friends list. He's not in the group chat.
Oh.
He's. What was that noise?
Oh.
Yeah. What was that? It sounded like, you know the noise that Mario makes when he's dying? Like the, oh.
Oh, I thought you meant
in,
like
in Mario and
the
Luigi.
fucking the gut punch sound he makes, like the oh, like the whenever he gets hit.
Oh!
Yeah, that one. Like he sounds like
Yeah.
that sound always scared me as a kid. I'm like, oh my god, Mario, are you okay? Down in block strings on heavies, yes. Celis, no, you will be up after this.
Alright, Hisoka. Show me the power of bungee gum.
What?
Of bungee gum. It has both the properties of rubber and gum.
This is true.
Yeah. It's Hisoka's
I know.
ability.
I've seen the shows.
yeah, I'm just making sure you get this.
I'm more of the blanket that like turns into anything power that he has. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking about?
what do you call it? Something texture.
I think, are you guys in a game?
Yeah, we're in a game.
I can't see.
Okay.
If you want to radio girls, you can, but like this is an invite stream, so it doesn't really make sense.
Well, you know what we do then? We Alt
Alt
F4 and we go
F4.
back in.
Woohoo!
And we go straight back in and it'll be fun times. Okay, we're in a game now.
That show needs a DBC style game. Maybe. The thing about that show is what made it interesting is that everyone had very specific abilities, and it was just all this like, how can I take advantage of it? It was very much like season 2 JoJo. In a sense. Not season 2. Well, yeah, it was like season 1 or season 2, where they had this very like simple ability, but figuring out how to take advantage of it and like figuring out how to use Hamon to its full potential. Like that was the adventure. That's kind of what the show's about. It's kind of hard to make a game around that. I'm sure they can try. I swear, Sam's big band just does double damage for some reason.
It's because it's like, well, we need to give Sam something to compensate.
Very important thing. I mean, in that situation it was gonna kill, so it was okay. But normally, do not use SJ after A-Train. It is so scaled. Because hit grab scaled at 55, and after that, you're doing 4 hits. It's all sorts of grabs. Is that light brass? It better have been light brass.
Yes, I always end on light brass now.
Nice catch, bro. That's where we're gonna go with this. Catches a low again. Off that A-Train. So, Sam's pressure with Big Band is really dumb annoying, so I'm gonna teach you something really stupid. There is a, Part 1 and Part 2 is what I meant, Facade. And, anyway, there is a option select that you should almost never use because it'll more often than not screw you over. It's Light Punch, Medium Punch, and Light Kick. And what it'll do, and you do it after you realize that they tried to reset you, like as they're resetting you. What will end up happening is if it's a grab, you'll tech it, and if it's a button, you'll push block it. You'll have a chance to escape. It is usually really bad because they can trick you with it really easily. But if you're paying very close attention and notice them just about to reset you, like they just hit you with the grab or they just started hitting you with the move, that's what's gonna get you out. You have to hold back while you're doing it too, obviously. Nice grab. Good stuff. Alright, so now against Band, You should never let him out of the corner. There, you just jump back. You should never have done that. Against Van, when Van's in the corner, you have so many powerful options. Because Eliza actually specializes in ambiguous 50-50s, and also she just has some of the longest reaching air normals, which means you have instant overhead on Van all day. All moves are instant overheads on Van specifically. That's kind of a weakness that's unique to Van. You can also use triple air combos, or triple air strings, and still stay in stage 1, or against Big Band. More often than not, that's optimal. So if you want to learn an optimal anti-Big Band combo, that'll be useful. Wow, that read. Just a mild reminder, sweeps tear through armor. No amount of armor can resist a sweep except for hyper armor. So if you think that they're going to throw a brass or things like that, going for a sweep might be able to stuff the startup, and it might be an option you want to be aware of. Alright, so that was actually almost really good for you. You land canceled the recovery, and if you were just blocking, you would have been 100% fine and beaten out the SSJ afterwards by heavy counter hit. Instead, I think you went for a little bit of a greedy button. You got caught out of the startup assembly. SSJ is just barely fast enough to beat that out, unless you space it perfectly. Grab, that's an easy conversion with crouching medium kick. You normally don't want to use that as your conversion tool. Crouching medium punch, if it will work in that situation, is always more damage. Also, I think even better than that, in that specific situation, would have been DP, but I don't know. Rising jumping light kick is not an overhead. Or big band.
It's okay, it's okay.
Wait, jumping light kick with Eliza is not an instant overhead on band? Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it's like a cliché. It's like one of the memes of Skullgirls community where it's like jumping light kick overheading big band is just always going to destroy him.
Hisoka messaged me apologizing for the taunt. He just wanted to check if he still knew the taunt input.
Nice recovery, Hisoka. Now he'll never know.
No, I'll never know.
On band or Eliza isn't an instant overhead against anyone that's not banned. I think, right? I'm pretty sure all moves are instant overheads on band specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you're back. Woo!
Still trying to resolve something, but back for a little bit.
Quick question.
Yeah,
Is Eliza jumping light kick on mid on every character that's not banned?
On the way up, yes. On the way down, no.
Okay. Oh yeah. Standard.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I did not know that. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's freaking good.
Oh, well done.
What if you instant air dash it? Can you instant air dash jumping light kick overhead?
Yes. Yeah.
That's dumb. That's really good, actually.
The real mix-up is using JLP though.
Yeah, well, falling JLP is already in God.
That's pretty good though. You don't want to use that button.
So
like that. You don't want to use
that is the meme button to use at neutral. You do not use that at neutral. That could ruin.
You know, meme button.
Like if you want Xanadu like, in I want to say June or something, maybe like a couple months after that or something. One of the funniest things that happened was Sharpie versus Drills. They just did round start, neutral, level 1 with Eliza, back and forth to each other, and it was really funny because it shouldn't work. And it was just kind of like every round start Drills did for the rest of the tournament was just round start, fucking Eliza level 1.
Amazing.
His instant air dash light kick is my favorite. Yeah, that's a meme.
No.
Oh boy, oh, you should have been at it.
No.
You should have been
You're
faster.
saying cozy on 4 meter, which you shouldn't be, by the way.
Yeah. That's what we're yep.
That would have just been horrible for you.
That could have been, but it felt great.
It's actually smarter to use SSJ in that situation. SSJ I think does more chip damage in that situation.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Because it felt good.
Yeah, honestly, what you should have done is try to build space, then try to build a taunt before she albuses, like do it after you notice she's in jump startup or something, and then try to chip her out with SSJ taunted.
Yeah.
That would have worked perfectly.
Would have been a thing. That there would have been.
Alright, so well played, Sam, unready. please.
Oh yes, sorry, natural instinct.
Yeah, it's alright. So, Screw Names is up, back from repairing a car. Versus Celis.
And they're in game and they're ready.
Woo!
We just need to invite them.
Did invite them. Now we will just wait.
One of my I love names, like whenever like a game or whatever says enter your name, it can't be changed later. And then I remember seeing this picture that just put their name as changed later.
You're not the boss of me. That's like one of my favorite. Like, there's just some really funny responses to things that I just really like in general, where it's like have a nice day, you're not the boss of me. And there's the other one where it's like someone will sneeze and instead of like saying bless you, you just yell, like turn them and yell shh.
That's kind of funny. I had someone do that to me when I sneezed for like the third time. Dude said bless you twice, and like the third time he was just like shut up. It was pretty funny. It was actually pretty great.
Dude, shut up. You can watch the VODs on Twitch if you go to the video section of Skullgirls Get GR8 channel.
So if you want to watch the VODs, he's correct. You can watch the VODs right now if your match has been played. It's already been recorded and uploaded to Twitch. You can just skip to some timestamp and watch the VODs. We don't break down by matchup here. We should start doing that. I really don't want to because it's a lot of work. And honestly, Get GR8 takes a lot more work than I wanted to admit. But
Frank, just let me do the editing.
I don't want you to. You're getting your master.
You can still do the editing.
Focus on important things.
I mean, it's true, but like, still do the editing.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
The flag.
Wow! Woo!
Right.
Do you like Skullgirls Power?
Nope.
Oh.
It's
Do you like Skullgirls PowerPoint?
Right.
We're a slideshow.
Check out my PowerPoint presentation on Skullgirls. Hello, class. I want to give advice to Celis so badly. He's playing a team I respect.
Really not.
It's because you play the team. That's why you expect it.
Honestly, if I could drop band, I would.
I want to give Screen Names tips because the team I respect.
This
You seem to
team
have
is-
sort of normalized.
I sincerely apologize if they have to play in this kind of connection. I don't know who's at fault. Please pause the stream. Please switch to Ethernet. Especially switch to Ethernet. That's extremely important. Play on Classrooms next time.
Yeah.
Turn off 3D backgrounds if you really need the extra frames. Because this is looking real bad.
Yeah.
It's gotten all that quite a bit better.
It's gotten better. You're backdashing.
Yeah.
That does not combo with each other. That's I wanted to use SBO actually.
But oh yeah, to finish answering
VOD
Tiberius' question. VODs are also uploaded to YouTube after the stream. It usually takes about a day or like half a day before they're actually finished uploading. You can find the link to that, I think, using this? Yeah! Using our YouTube command. You can type that whenever you want, even if the stream is not live. Type !YouTube and it'll link you to our channel. Enjoy!
Blah 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 boosh. We're trying to step.
Not with that air ground.
Come close, baby.
Oh, no landing conversion. I saw frame drops though, so I'm not.
Oh my god. We got confused.
Poke.
The Grim
The
Reaper.
poke
Okay.
of doom.
So a very important thing I must recommend to you two is turn up your GDPO. Sure, it puts a frame delay on your inputs, but it'll also make the game playable. Honestly, if you lose a
It'll
frame
at
or
least
two,
make the game
it's
playable.
probably not going to ruin every single input you do.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you close your eyes, no matter what you set GDPO to, well, actually no, GDPO, because your inputs have a delay, it might mess certain things up, but for the most part it will not, as long as it's under 3. At 0, if you literally close your eyes and do your combo, it'll be 100% perfect. But who the hell plays with their eyes closed besides Josh B?
Me.
I do too.
Yeah, we lied. Sorry, gotta cancel the stream now. Like forever.
Alright, so very evidently, Screw Names' connection is non-existent.
1,353 MS.
Okay.
Oh, we're going.
We might need to split up this matchup, because I want Celis to have real game.
Goodbye, 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 good friends. I don't know, fucking bear in the big blue house. Why is Salus's picture bear in the big blue house?
I don't know. They're probably not listening to the stream if they're smart, so I'm gonna try to message this and get great. Let's split up this matchup. So the last game will be Cells versus somebody and Scoonames versus somebody, but not each other.
Also, if you're on stream this whole time, Salus, it probably doesn't help towards the lag. It's not you really, but like it doesn't help.
Yeah, both people should be watching the stream.
Also, you said 0 delay. That's
Do not set 0 delay.
do not.
I mean, things are looking better.
They do look much better. Way better. If,
Okay, so if it
to be
stays
honest,
like this, then we won't split the matchup. Oh,
Yeah.
not my line.
We spoke too soon. Oh. No. Oh, that's a lot of pain right now. Woo! Okay. Oh my god.
There's nothing we can say about this. Like this doesn't actually translate to any sort of actual play whatsoever.
Yeah. Because it's all just input city. Well, that happened. All right.
Yeah, tech past SSJ. What a maneuver! Honestly, if you guys can hear me, just don't play. Right now.
I'm so sorry.
Just play
to
two
be honest,
matches
it's just-
each.
yeah.
Different connection. This is just...
There's kind of no point in running this. Yeah.
So here's some advice from Skullgirls Get Great connection.
Yeah. Make sure you're playing on Ethernet. Make sure you are not stuck in the 1970s with dial-up. Those are the two big rules. Playing on Ethernet is actually extremely important. You might be able to get away with it on Wi-Fi, but the fact of the matter is Wi-Fi is unstable, and that's the most important part. Wi-Fi you might have the best internet in the world, and your Wi-Fi is excellent, but it is unstable. There are moments in the game where there's a chance that you'll, like, I don't know, a few frames, just something will drop. And if you want a stable, good connection, get on Ethernet. And pause the stream. And pause any other stream. And pause your YouTube videos. And turn off Internet Explorer or Edge, because Microsoft Edge uses up like 2/3 of your RAM. I'm not even joking.
Oh my god.
Edge is not smart. Okay, so me versus Celis. Let's go. Actually, I probably shouldn't fight Celis. Maybe I should. No. Sam, fight Celis. Using.
But you want me to fight Salus? I will fight Salus. I will destroy
Got it.
Salus.
Alright, use Screenname's team though. Use Peacock Band.
Peacock Band. Oh.
Alright, so Screennames just went offline. They said they just can't play. Right.
That's fair. I understand.
Is this the one?
Huh.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Indeed.
I was saying that they're in pain. Don't blame them.
Like for me, it's using.
I'd ask who's winning, but from the looks of things, nobody's a winner in this league. That is the
No,
truest
yeah,
statement.
no one is a winner in this leg. I really want that.
Alright, so you guys want to stagger your inputs for the Brass Assist call just a little bit, so you're counter calling your opponent.
Oh man.
Brass is the strongest counter calling in the system. Like that. Well, except you didn't counter call, you just used Brass as a counter.
Yeah.
That's fine too. Make sure you're hitting the assist at least a little bit. Something important to know is that if you're hitting your opponent's assist, they can call it less often. Even if you just tap it with a light, it is a very smart thing to do. Oh my god, gets caught overhead. Level 3 item. Alright, so this sucks. But what I recommend you do is watch this video. I'm not even going to try to explain. I'm just going to link you a video for how Peacock Pressure actually works. Here you go. Peacock is a barrier in this game that everyone has to get past eventually. I still can't get past it. Peacock's tough. So I'm gonna quickly flash it on stream. Go to that URL. I believe it's a video by World Jumper Pack. I don't know. Yeah. As Squiggly, your options are limited, especially when your opponent's running Brass Assist. You usually want to wait till after they've called Brass, you want to block item drop and then try to build a bit of a charge and use center stage, or just double jump. With Big Band, what you want to do is you want to wait till after brass has been called. You want to block item drop and then double jump forward, and then use medium brass, and it'll usually shut down any Peacock pressure. When you see a Peacock online, you just leave. See, okay, that's not healthy.
No,
It's just not a good mentality to have in general. Like in life,
because
you
otherwise
can't just,
you'll never know what the matchup's like if you don't encounter a Peacock.
I mean, I understand that if it's not fun, you don't want to play it. I totally get you. That being said,
Can't avoid it. Cannot avoid it.
It's not just about like avoiding is just a bad decision because the matchup could be fun. Like there's a chunk of the game that you're specifically avoiding that could be fun if you just learn the matchup.
And really, it may look impossible right now, but there are a lot of ins. There's a way to get in. That was actually kind of
And
Ba ba ba.
silly
Move.
with the George assist.
The overhead.
Oh, of course.
Nah, he doesn't. Nah, he doesn't. That was cool.
Middle cross on.
Ba ba ba. Boost. Level 3. You have to do it until level 1.
Oh,
Yep.
that was
No, I didn't. Actually, level 3 did kill.
yeah.
Okay.
Now that's real Soviet damage!
All right, well played. I mean, so yeah. Do we want to do a third? I'll leave it up to Salas. Salas ready's up. I'll respect it. Yeah,
Yep, they read up. Yeah.
that's fair. I don't want to delay the next few matches, but like at the same time, Salas didn't really get to play.
You didn't really get to play, and
Here comes trouble!
I'm hitting that point where it's like, oh, I didn't eat all day. It's hitting me. So when you call a band and for it to be a bodyguard for you, what you can do is use that time to build a card. When you have center stage, SPO, at your disposal, Peacock is not able to throw out actually any projectiles. Especially if you time it right, because SPO has a few frames of a few iframes. What that means is that a projectile that's really close to you just before you start singing will go right through you, and it'll actually go more through you, or rather, like more things will go through you if you use center stage first. Because I don't know why. I don't know how it extends your iframes, but it's just so much easier to dodge projectiles. Yeah, pressing buttons against a door assist is really spooky. You gotta jump and then press a button. Keep jumping like taking out falling. Smart idea to use level 3 there. Smart idea from Sam to beat it out with a grab, because grab is invulnerable during animation.
Yeah, I knew that.
No, Celis, don't apologize. This is a decision that we made. We're glad that we were able to get you 3 games on stream.
It's
so yeah.
better to give you free actual games rather than free lag games that you can't see stuff in at all.
Or even just
we can't even give you advice in those games.
Yeah. We can give advice to the next players that are coming up, which is Facade versus Scene. Actually, I don't know if we can give them advice. They're really good.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Rachel sent me a message just like, I'm kind of worried, and I was like, what are you worried about? And she's like, I think I put on a few pounds, and then she shows me a picture of her hand with like pound coins in them, like sterling pounds. I'm like, what? I was like,
see, if I were you, I
Yeah?
would look at the picture and I would text back, shut the fuck up, my god.
I just said, I put my face, I put my hands in my hand, put my face in my hand sign.
Put his hands in his
Put
hands.
my face in put my hands in my hands and my face in my hands.
Johnson, my name is Hands in My Face Johnson. I sell electronics, can't see stuff because my hands are in my face. You steal my TVs, and I went, no, but come on down and pay for them.
Come down and pay for these light bulbs. Do you need them? I don't know. I have never seen anything.
I don't know whether we actually sell light bulbs. Do we sell light bulbs, Bob? Bob's not in work today, is he?
People at the staff is just looking around like, who the hell is Bob? Bob's never been.
Does this guy even work for us? Is this a store?
Who are you? Where did you come from? Besides rocking the solophilia life, something I'm seeing a little too often. Nice bait. That was actually really, really smart. So SSJ and Gigantic Arm actually both have that property, where if your opponent's just above you enough, it'll hit them, but it'll still go under them. So it'll set you a full screen, and it'll make it safe even on block, which is really cool, but kind of hard to take advantage of. It's very nice when it does, though. Oh, get that good old cross-up. I believe in that situation, because you were just above your opponent, you didn't actually want to do up-forward to cross-up, you actually wanted to do forward cross-up. Airborne Blitzer will cross-up if you hit forward Blitzer. Nice bait. Bait him right on back. Hard move. One of the most important things that I did back when Josh was actually host here is that baiting is such an important part in Skullgirls. Just run up and block. And like, you learn so much of your about your opponent just from doing something so simple. You didn't press any button, but you learn everything about like how their reaction is, what they're expecting from you, so on and so forth.
That was pretty good. I've done that one before. I think Facade had that one.
Blocks, good blocks.
That's good block, though. That's a good button, actually, to use against Philly if they're jumping at you.
Remember, anti-airs are only anti-air grabs in general are only unblockable on the way up. If your opponent is falling, it is blockable. It turns into a hit grab.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
See, I've seen a lot of Bayos do this. If you're gonna do H-chair, you can just easily convert with Blitzer. You don't have to waste a meter, and then by the same token, up OTG. That was pretty good smart decision.
It was, he hopped back, grabbed his chair, he was crouching hard punch to anti-air the incoming, then used DP to make it safe. It was like perfect use of the chair placement. That was actually really cool.
That was pretty good. So the thing with that is you have to always know your chair anywhere on the stage. So like you can always get back to it at any time. And it might lead to a setup. So it's just like, if I can get back to the chair, I have a setup immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Snap, this is the Kill a Kill skin, whatever this is, I think.
The 1980s skin.
The 1980s skin.
Oh, I'm talking about Beowulf.
Oh, Beowulf, yeah, I'm Beowulf, yeah.
I don't even know what the Philia skin is.
It's just.
Last time I remember, it's a Kill a Skill skin or something.
It doesn't look like Kill a Kill.
Maybe. That is a good burst bait. I've done that before too. It's really nice.
Why is that Kill a Kill? I'm really confused now.
Not Kill a Kill.
I know.
I think I remembered it being. I'm not sure.
No.
I think it is. But
No, it's nowhere close to anything in Kill a Kill.
Let Sam chastise you.
No, JP. No. JP, you're so wrong and you're wrong.
Yes! JP was wrong about something. This happens once a day.
Why are words allowed to come out of your face?
Legend foretold that once every blue moon, JP would say something incorrect.
The next thing is, I don't actually care.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
don't care. No,
yes,
I
you
don't.
do.
Sam,
Yes,
I actually don't care.
Right, no, JP.
Alright, drop it, guys. Oh my god, what a
we drop it.
I think level 3 would have just killed. Even at full scale.
Yeah, level 3 would have killed, yeah. Yo, you let him get back to the chair, you went with the cross up. Never want Bale to go back to his chair.
Try and make it safe.
Oh no, you should have just let it follow
too
through.
early, got a little antsy. What a waste of meter.
Should have just let it follow through. No,
So you
you're not gonna convert.
You
You just get
level 3 has enough hit stuff for that start.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're just tossing me around. Level 3 of this man.
This is gonna be the dumbest turn.
Facade. I cannot believe the choke.
This is what
Sorry.
I'm talking about when I say people should not be sitting on that much meter. You're not taking advantage of every option you have, especially in the beginner bracket. This showed a lot when people just had 5 meter by the end. Like, it means you're not doing everything you can. It's not me. It means that you're either under pressure more often than you should be, or you're not making the most of your offense. At least not as much as you should be. This becomes more obvious when you play other characters, I guess. For example, when you're Squiggly and you're sitting on 5 meter, you know you're not playing correctly. Either that or your opponent's really bad. So...
Dude, you're on 5 meter. Level 3 would have killed. Level 1 would have killed at some point because he was at like less than 2% health.
So fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Gregor chip, he would have to PvGC real hard, and that's kind of tough to do at that point. If Facade, don't do that to yourself. Like, real talk, don't do that to yourself. Like,
So putting yourself down does not help anybody, and especially does not help you. There's no reason to say that.
On the set.
You're also really good. Like, it's just also an incorrect statement.
You expected the arm, yeah. That's normal, actually. That was a good one, yes. M-Chair's pretty good for stopping a lot of air shenanigans.
So we can tell the last game kind of shook Facade, because Facade is playing super defensively. Facade is not really actually just trying to go in or apply some offensive pressure. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's...
he's pretty shook. He's pretty shook, yeah.
There you go. That was a perfect example of why you should. So, I was gonna save this till the end of the bracket, but I guess I might as well play it now just because it's showing off so much in your play. This is kind of a thing that's been about you for probably last year. Not the last year, last like 6-ish months, I want to say.
Six months, yeah.
You're a very emotional player. A loss rattles you a lot. And what I mean by that is, like, it's not just a loss, it's the fact that you're putting yourself down after the loss. The fact that you actually view yourself in a negative light because you lost a game, or especially because your opponent made a crazy comeback, that is clouding up your mind. It's not letting you make the right decisions, it's letting you, tricking you into playing a different way.
Nice.
Very smart reaction to that. That's correct. You can indeed respond to air blitz like that. No free escape for you, Beowulf.
Ooh, that's a little hard to react to. Like, you would have to like trigger out of that.
There are players that already do this, and I recommend Facade that you start doing it too. Between matches, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and try and clear your mind. If you are rattled in the slightest, it will impact your play. Sometimes for better, like if you're really angry, sometimes you might just do crazy maneuvers and it'll work out. But 99.9% of the time, people are just gonna figure it out.
Nice. Good.
If you have momentum, take advantage of it. If you don't have momentum, let it go.
Yeah. You gotta take a moment to breathe.
You'll see it all the time at like big tournaments that are on stream and stuff like top 8s. Like at EVO or whatever.
I did that against PME. Like after the first match, I was just like,
Yeah. There's actually, it's like quote unquote a strategy, and like a lot of Smash tournaments I'll see it a lot, where people will go to character select not to switch characters, but just to think about the loss. Like they just use the time to take advantage. Think about it. Skullgirls has it too. People do it less often in Skullgirls, but I think Combo Breaker 2015 top 8, there was a lot of that, where players would just go to the character select and just wait and think. And it's super important. Well played by these players. Now time for the grand finale. I'm actually really hyped about this match.
oh, this is kind of funny because I played him earlier.
Oh sweet. So you already got the download in that case.
Kind of, sort of. I did ask him to play Painwheel, and I haven't played that in like I don't even know how long. So we'll see.
Yeah, that was a really cool set. Next up we got JP versus Rabble. Now Rabble is an up-and-coming player. You might have not heard of him. He's kind of new to the game. He gets around though. I mean, soon if he keeps attending Get Great, it'll be fantastic. Probably make it to like higher end tournaments. I don't know. No, Rabble's a god. I don't know if anyone knows this. Rabble knocked Sonic Fox into losers at CEO Otaku. He is an incredible player. Really talented. He's got a lot of potential. He's also really young. JP also has a lot of potential. This man is known as the murder machine of Quick Mash. People will promptly log off if they see him online. So he's also just really good. He got to, what was it? He went 3-2 at DTM, and then you got what?
I got
Grand finals
runner up.
at the local.
Yeah.
So good. So good. And that local was stacked too. We had like players like Outlaw Spike, we had players like PME showing up. We had me. But it was intense, and he ran finals and did actually extremely well. So yeah. You two fight.
Let's do it. Get here, Rebel. Been a while.
So the answer to struggling at neutral, when you're Filia, is not to drop Filia, but to pick up an assist.
True.
Like Filia
That's
double,
why-
that sounds like a perfect
yeah.
team for you.
That's
right now.
what I play. That's actually why I play Philly double.
Yeah.
Is that a pun, Delph the fish?
That sounds like a hairy situation. Double the trouble, to be honest.
Sir,
Oh,
did you just
God.
say that? Excuse me, I'm dead. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I picked up double yesterday.
Yeah.
Smart decision.
This is a good decision, yes.
I don't think I'm watching this match.
No, Rabble's still picking characters. No,
It's
it's
like it's Rabo's picture.
It's
it's
always
a-
been that. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a.
What is that? Yeah.
It looks like a deformed Power Ranger, like a corrupt Power Ranger.
A
Nice and
corrupt
powerful.
Power Ranger, maybe?
Nice and Power
Sentai?
Rangers.
A dude, goo, person?
Looks like something from Dark Souls. Like from just
It-
zoomed
it-
out.
The
Could
only
be, no.
picture, the picture I remember Rabo always having was like that weird like knight with like the really like shocked looking face. To like,
Oh yeah.
It's back! Hey, Mr. Beck. Oh, that's an assist.
What a confirm. What a confirm. That's so dumb. Wow. I think it saved OTG too. That's crazy. Scoop him up. Double gets a free 50-50. It's completely unreactable with flash.
Very good.
Did that hit your double?
As it does. SSJ is very weird, where sometimes it'll hit the double and the other character, sometimes it'll just... It's usually more tricky right after you use a giant step to convert after the previous SSJ. It's also true.
Oh, wow.
No, but I thought I saw
That's
Jake
so
blocking.
cool! What the This is so cool.
Wow.
That was somehow not punished. I'm actually really surprised.
Right, right.
That should have just been a dispayo. Like, that was your comeback chance.
I want it!
So, I talk about a lot about how not
That's
to
cool,
use that neutral. Standing heavy kick is for Philia, for those of you who don't know, and for Fukua, which is the same thing, is surprisingly good because it low crushes. And if your opponent is doing a low move, 99.9% of the time, this move will dodge the low because it's disjointed, and it will hit them, and you can convert with Hairball and then have a good old field day.
Are we doing open lobby tonight, Crank?
I don't want to because it was really long, but we might do it for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like, I'm just really tired.
True.
It's
Yeah,
been
moves you backwards too. Yeah.
kind of.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Battle is all in the mind.
Nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't only catch the assist because the drill does put Fukua so much further ahead of the double that easily from you. Damn, dude. Giant step assist doing work. Remember the grand bait of 2016? Giant step had one hit of armor. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be one of the most interesting things. People did not want to have anything to do with that.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Wow.
It was great, but people thought that ban. People still think that ban is broken. Me and especially Kenji strongly disagree with that. But people right now and then Band is top tier right now. So Band has got a few more because of it. Wow, that lockdown. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Kick.
Oh.
Oh, but gets caught from behind.
Oh, that's a good grab. Nice.
Scoops it up too. Yeah, props to Rabble for knowing exactly how to convert from everything. So crazy. He perfectly conserves OTG every time.
Nice.
He's light bounce there too. Crazy. What were you pressing on income?
Ah. I figured grab was gonna happen, but I didn't see symbols.
It's a question, DP.
What's up?
Why do you do the light punch stuff again with Philia?
What? Fuku? What?
You mean on
Fuku,
incoming?
sorry. Yeah.
You're using it as a timing buffer. If you press it, I believe, if you double tap light punch 2.5 times or something, then you know your opponent's just about to come in. Use it to time. It also builds meter if you have 0 meter.
Yes.
If you have 0 meter, your normals build meter and your specials build extra meter.
Yep. Fuku's doppelganger.
Rebel using Japanese ban. I don't even know what that means. Oh, like Johto?
Oh, yeah. Well, thought he hated it? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he hates Japanese ban. I mean,
Rebel's such a rebel.
He's not using Japanese.
Make it safe in a really weird way.
ah, yeah. Land cancel that, yeah.
Punish, get some lower characters. Unfortunately, not able to scoop because Hooper touches the ground a little too early.
It's such a cool the way that converts.
It surprises me every time. It's weird because you can also save OTG on that. Yeah, exactly that.
Really cool, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, the giants. God. I'm just not aware of it.
Alright, well, sometime when you have a chance, in chat, let me know how much damage heavy giant stuff does.
That was nice. Good mix,
Ball hit
actually.
from it.
That's not what I wanted. Okay.
Nice stuff. Oh no, just using one. Okay. I think after that, if he had another meter, he could have actually gone to level 1 and killed even faster. Which would have been really stupid and awesome.
It would have killed even faster, yeah.
Alright, very well played. That was 3 games. Thanks for joining us, guys. That is the end of Skullgirls Get Great, but we will now start the end of stream event. We're going to be doing an open lobby, but before that, I'm just going to say the goodbyes early, I guess. I don't know. Thanks for joining us. It was really fun to have you all on stream. I hope to see you guys all next week. Make sure you guys are practicing. Watch the VODs, especially watch the VODs. We do this commentary for you guys, so you can hear our thoughts on what you need to work on. If you have any questions, please reach us out in our Discord. You can type !Discord to find us. And yeah, VODs go up on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks again to my wonderful co-hosts, which I'll probably be thanking them again soon enough, with JP and Sam.
The whole...
Ah!
Exactly. Words of wisdom.
It's a Rainy. Hello.
Hello, Rainy. But this is not the open lobby.
Goodbye,
This
Rainy.
is the open lobby.
No, it's not. You haven't made it yet.
Something like that.
Now you've made it. Good man.
Alright.
Yeah, please.
Let's play some video games, I guess. Thank you for the people in the chat that have been helping people out or have just been really cool in general, having a good time. Very wonderful of you to stop by. Special thanks again to the people that are donating their bits to me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no, you're
Man.
I mean, I'm probably never gonna have enough to actually get a payout. I think you need a minimum of $100 to get a payout.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it
But
is.
all that money goes straight to funding the prize money of E-Grade. Anything extra goes to supporting the streaming channel, improving it.
Pretty good. Round start that thing.
None of it is actually goes to profit. This is kind of a non-profit stream. So,
Yeah. It's all for you guys, not for us.
yeah. If I somehow made thousands of dollars, I would just donate to charity. I'm not even joking. I don't. This money's not for us.
Get great at the Skullgirls and help charity at the same time. It will be great.
Yo, St. Jude's though? Pretty cool.
It'll be great. Get it?
Kill me now.
Definitely not.
I just love doing stances. Like, this is so optimal. I'm just having a good old time.
Just go for it. Just go.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
It's relaxing. I literally, whenever I want
so
to
fun.
relax, like if I just had a bad day, I just go into the lab, put on no death, infinite life, build up a charge, save state, just stancel forever. I just stancel while I'm watching like a stream or something. Like I will just zone out doing that.
That's cool,
It feels
though.
so good. Like when I was talking earlier about
What
characters that
design?
just fit your fingers, Squiggly.
Yes.
I've never found another character that fits my fingers as much as Squiggly. Closest I got was Jam. Jam Berry is super fun to play for my fingers. I don't know why. Both these characters are going to destroy my arm. I already have carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you guys ever hear
Oh,
the Velcro sound in the background, like this, that's me tightening my, what's it called, my carpal splint because I am losing my arm, for those of you guys who do not know.
Practically. So now we have to go get Crank a bionic arm.
I'm waiting for the day.
It's right here, actually. What do you mean?
Dude, if they ban the Smashbox from tournaments, there's no way they're gonna let me play in tournaments with bionic.
You're like, his hand is going faster than he can think.
I'm like kind of bitter about that because like I liked Smash and I played it kind of competitively. I didn't take it too seriously, but it was a fun game to play on the side, and I was really good at it for a while. I was good at it, better at it than I was good at Skullgirls. But I can't play anymore because of my arm. And like now they're banning the box. There goes my only chance of getting back into the game. Just depressing. Kenji did a long talk to me explaining why box should be banned. It's because of how old the game is, how old Melee is. Things have been optimized to the point where being able to do a backwards and then a down back input faster than 2.5 frames is game breaking. And I understand that. I understand that it increases the barrier of entering into the competitive scene of the game. The advantage that you get from that is not as high as probably people think it is. It's only going to advance the meta, that's my opinion. And the other thing is, a lot of people talking about how the GameCube stick only allows a maximum of a 0.98 input, and because this is a digital input, the box allows a 1.0 input, which means that you'll be moving frames faster than your opponent. That does matter, I agree. That's a number that can be fixed. That's super easy to fix. Like, this is just, I don't know, it bothers me that people are like, no, the box is just not usable. Like, no, come on. Come on, man. There are people who go through so much wrist surgery and they just cannot play this game anymore. Just really fun and great people overall. Really good community members. And you're just kind of like cutting them out of the community because of physical damage that happens from a shittily designed controller.
Yeah.
The only reason the GameCube controller is good in for fighting games in general is just
Hey,
because
respect.
the stick has a gate.
Oh yeah.
I really wish more sticks had gate. I think that would be such a huge improvement for sticks.
That would be
Everyone
great.
prefers the
to
circle
be
gate
honest.
because FPS is the current generation's game.
Oh yeah. But circle gates are disgusting.
So gates are... They're good for a certain genre. They're good for anything that's not a fighting game, honestly.
They're good for platformers. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I prefer the 8-directional input for platformers, because platformers usually do
That's
not
true.
allow more than
Yeah.
8-directional input. But for things like Metroid, I guess, for example, where like you want a
Yeah.
real directional input. Oops.
Ooh, cross up.
There we go. I knew you'd think I'd go overhead eventually.
Ain't hearing it.
Stances are nice.
Let's get a round of applause for our
People in chat, what are they talking about? I just did a long rant that nobody cares about.
Or did you?
I thought he hated it. Who hated what? Fuko is a clown. That is correct. That's why all of Fuko's skins are clone characters, like Falco, I forgot the other ones.
I mean, I guess you could do
Is
that.
double on point common? No. Mostly because she is the best anchor in the game, probably.
Yeah.
She is the best character for just standing on her own and like being able to do things. Maybe tied with not really banned because banned has way more disadvantage. Double is just a really good solo character. So because of that, some people like to put her on point because ideally with such a powerful solo character with an assist, your opponent should never have a turn. It's kind of a risk reward. Double as an anchor though is the safest bet. Considering Fuqua is a doppelganger, does that mean JP brought in 2 doubles into that? Yes.
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 I think one of my happiest moments of my life. Someone asked Mike Z, he's like, if you had to drop a character for Skullgirls 2, which one would you drop? He just snap responded Fuqua.
Fuqua.
Like, Fuqua's not supposed to be in this game.
No. No one should be playing Fuqua. Oh, man.
I assume that he would just replace someone else's. It's like, he would just replace it with another character that's actually real. Like, Fuqua was just supposed to be an April Fool's joke as a way to make fun of Decapre.
Yep.
Of who?
Decapre is a character that... So, Street Fighter 4U, I want to say, was super, like, being like, oh my god, this expansion, we're adding 6 completely new and elaborately detailed Mr. Peck is here.
Yes, Mr. Peck. That's what I said. It was like, it's Peck. He didn't know it.
So happy.
Yeah.
I'm about to get ripped apart by Mr. Peck.
He's also on my friends list. I like first to like 50 this man, and it was fun.
I don't know if Mr. Peck is ever gonna hear me, but I love your videos and you help us a lot. We link a lot of people to your videos. You're awesome.
He's messaged on the stream before.
I am clearly not paying attention in that case.
You really aren't. But what were you saying? What were you saying about the characters?
Hold on, I need to play this game.
Okay.
Gotta play this game.
Yo.
Molly. That's not something you can do, Rainy.
Oh, I got scared.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You can do it. You can do it, Frank.
There we go. What? I traded with something?
What did you trade? Let me see. Oh, let me see.
There we go. Oh, it's not okay. I thought I was okay. I'm in so much trouble.
Oh, you must have traded with a bomb. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh my god, this god. I can't believe it. I'm so sad. Wait, was that a draw? That was a draw!
You drawed with Peck? Are you telling me you drawed with
I
Peck?
think I just drawed with Peck.
Oh, this is beautiful.
That's amazing. What did Peck say in
Crank.
chat? It moves you backwards. Oh yeah, it has been Peck. Skullgirls, get him, Rapple. Yeah. Hey Peck. That wasn't a draw. Yeah, I thought you won. It cut away from the victory screen so fast. Oh, I was really confused. My mistake. Your win.
So Crank,
Yes.
what was the thing about the characters?
What was I saying?
April Fool's Fuqua.
Oh yeah, so Fuqua, so Decapre, so Street Fighter 4U was like, oh, we're gonna make 6 completely new and unique characters and add them to the cast or whatever, and they added Decapre, which is literally just a clone character of Cam, and people were real mad about that. And then for an April Fool's joke, Mike Z was just like, oh, we're adding a bonus character, completely new and original, and just added Fuqua, which just reuse all the sprites from Philia. And Mike Z publicly said, it's like, I actually just wanted to test how easy it was to make a character using pre-designed assets or whatever. And yeah, I was able to make it in a couple of weeks, so I mean, I guess it worked out.
What was that about there? Yandere?
Draws make you play another round immediately if you're in a lobby? I thought a public lobby doesn't make you do that. I'm not actually sure about that though.
Okay. Yeah. I was scared for a second. Oh yeah. If it was a draw, you'd have to play again immediately.
Even in the
You go
lobby?
to round
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
God, I'm being called. Not the right time.
I can hear that. All I hear is
It's a sense.
sounds like the noise from
Hold on.
Oddworld. Sounds like a noise from Oddworld, honestly.
And this sucks. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, that's so bad.
Apparently called by accident.
Perfect.
Yep. Crap. Goodbye, concentration.
I was a little too slow on that. Mordecai cancel a lot faster. Sucks.
Let's get a round of applause for our contestants.
Jesus.
Alright. So this time it's gonna be a lot more different because Peck has a full download on me. I'm scared.
It's full download. I'll go for it now.
We'll do the open log for another probably 15 more minutes. That's not about right. That's special, does all the cards.
For how long?
For 15
Oh
minutes.
boy, I am dealing with something right now.
Okay.
Oh, I did get a hit. What? Okay. Try to PVC. We did not do this.
So how long are we going for again?
We're going for 15 more minutes.
15? Okay. Right.
That's not it.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Aw. I'm not familiar enough with Lenny's timing. I wanted to parry that. I was hoping you would Argus just to make it more consistent. Because you didn't. I can parry Argus. I can do that.
Didn't even bother.
Wait.
Oh. Eliza. Eliza Bella. Aside, I have never seen you play either of these characters. I mean, I've seen you play Eliza, I guess.
Eliza, yes. Bella is, I want to say recent development. I've only seen him play, like, Bella, like, 2 or 3 times.
None of this sandbag.
Deal with it. Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
I did not expect you to do a heavy punch right after you jump.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I don't get my button. That's nice.
I messed that up. That's fine. Messed it up. That's fine.
It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh man, you're going full bro silent on me, aren't you?
Fucking hate beans.
Messed that up. I was blocking. Did that cross me up? I'm upset. I messed it up. Oh, I fucked it up. That sucks so much. I meant to alpha counter. I swear.
It was there. It was in your bones.
And I didn't have Dragon charge. That sucks. I really need to learn how to convert off of SSJ with center stage. Like that should have been an easy kill on Bella, and also Eliza should have just been dead a long time ago in general, because I just pressed the wrong button.
Aria to Papa. Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Not do what I can fail, Brainy.
I did not mean to do that. Finally, a gentleman's game. What? The golden gun. You can kill me.
No!
Ow!
No!
It's okay. How's your
It's okay.
chance? I don't know what I'm doing with Van. I gotta learn this character.
The fix was in.
Dan, 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 dan. Again, seriously.
Oh man,
Alright, I'm gonna
just playing on
I'm
Screen
gonna-
Names ping. That's some 1100 stuff.
I'm gonna do one more match.
Alright.
I'm
One
breaking.
more.
Yes.
We're ending around that same time.
Yeah.
We're ending in like 5 minutes after you do this game. Play a couple more.
No,
Two
I
more
can't
games.
take much more. I really can't.
Can't take much more of this abuse.
Pretty much.
Alright. Alright, time to go silent again.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Nice read. What a conversion.
What the? I heard the grab before it happened. I think.
I didn't do that, but okay. Do you get anything from the taunt with Eliza?
Yes.
What do you get?
You're,
There's
next,
that
you're
health
allowed to
back.
use level 1 from segment.
Yeah.
And you're also your next segment attack will be.
Ah, okay.
I autopiloted really hard against me.
Oh, you can't
Really
autopilot against
shook.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, I shook. I am shook. Oh, I didn't get to say it at CEO Taku, but congratulations at how well you performed. Got that good old top 8.
Good. Pretty good.
Drills!
Drills?
Yes, drills.
Drills. He's not in the game.
Hello, Drills. Welcome to the stream. I see people are winding down. A couple
Peck.
people are leaving. I will be spectating.
Hopefully, match first Peck.
It's me, Peck.
It me. D. Acknowledgement. Yes.
Wow, now everyone knows that they're here. Great.
Gentlemen and ladies,
Gentlemen and ladies.
Starts off the drill assist with a jumping hard bunch. Let's go for an early reset. Semi-difficult link. Picks up with a grab reset. Kills his combo early with the assist call. I'll squeeze it in since it's already so close to max on Dizzy. Has to lock him out with the drill assist one more time. Use the good old crossover mix up 50-50. Flash step is 3. Cross is on there. Barrel conversions. DP's the assigned, uses my super. It's a green finish. Good old, good old. Well played.
Well played.
That was 15 seconds. That was 25 seconds, I won.
Jay, please. What?
Jay, please.
Jay, please.
That's the blender.
That is the blunder. You gotta guess. It's the guessies right there.
I work on them guessies. I like always get quieter and quieter when I'm commentating when I see that happen because I'm just like, oh god, oh they're just gonna die. This is just a blender. Oh no. Like one of the few reasons I commentate slightly better when I'm drunk. I just start yelling all the way through.
You gotta keep on yelling, man. Gotta keep it high energy,
Gotta commit.
high octane.
I'm so excited for the next Zandu. It's like 3 weeks away, and I'm just like, oh man, I can't wait till the next one. If it's anywhere near as good as this one, had so much fun at this one. We need more casual setups though, for real.
True.
We're hiding in the
Yeah.
back next to the fridge playing on a laptop. Oh man, full melty. Oh, I'm fighting you. Alright.
Oh,
My brain...
you're gonna be a Xanadu? Are you saying you're gonna be a Xanadu?
Who's gonna be a
Is that what you're saying?
Drills? Drills is gonna be a Xanadu next time. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to be here this month, but he couldn't get time off fast enough, I think. Baby's so exciting. Oh, come on! Who? Alright. I was gonna say who anti-airs, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Gonna see you there, buddy. Hey. Whoop.
That sucks.
Oh,
was exciting.
whoa!
I wanted to burst! No! Oh man. No, I wanted SSJ! No! I wanted to parry an SSJ, man. I think if I remember correctly, I punished Shade Money's... Not punish, I parried Shade Money's Fireball and double car... Fireball super and also doubles car like 6 times in our set. Like the full thing all the way through.
Really?
Yeah. He played... I talk about this all the time. He played like he was playing Skullgirls like second encore. I forget plus R. He was using really old tech.
Oh god.
And props where it's due. I guess you don't want to reveal your good tech, but at the same time, I guess you want to use what you're practiced.
Certainly.
You gotta update, man. Gotta trick me.
Good dude, man. Good dude.
Good dude.
Gotta get in there.
Oh man.
Can't get spooked.
Oh. That's good. Work out in my favor, apparently.
Oh, that's not what I saw at all. Game.
I should have.
I
I
really
should have. Nah, I should have believed in myself. I was
believe.
blocking.
Why do you believe?
I should have center stage between the beam and just SPO. I can beat that out. I didn't believe in myself. Ah. All right, that was the last game. I think. I'll yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we can probably
You sure?
try. The lobby's dying down anyway.
Okay. Fair.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this week's Skullgirls Get Great. I am your host, the Crank Machine. Thank you for joining me once again, Sam and JP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. JP said nothing, but okay. Yeah.
He's busy.
Hello.
He's
Yes.
busy whooping
There we
ass.
go. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
We'll see you all next week. We already did our farewells earlier, but just one more time, thanks for joining us, and see you around. VODs will be up soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.